You seem to be good though. No issues so far, which is a good sign. For some reason, I think I might need to get rid of Fossilbot. Because it seems to, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that one. I can't remember when I put that one. I put that one on purely because Stream Elements was maybe gonna shut down. So I copied everything over to it. Right, Chrome, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm hoping you're doing well. I know I've not been streaming for a while. Mainly because of this heat wave. I did not want to be streaming whilst I was literally sitting in an oven. Hot as balls is one way to put it, yeah. Oh my. That should do it. Now, let me double check I've done it correctly. Good. It's only iRobot. So Fossilbot is my backup one in case Stream Elements does go the way of the dinosaur, because I know they've been having issues and we're considering closing down, but I backed up everything I needed anyway, so I'm not too fussed if it does go. But there was a huge panic over it, over on Twitter between all the streamers. I hope you had a good time at con. I know it was one of the hottest cons they've had in a while. The fact that MCM weekend happened to be on the weekend where there was a heat wave was absolutely insane. I prefer the heat as well. I like the summer weather. I like going out in a t-shirt and shorts and sandals. I like being able to be comfortable and not having to wear 6 different layers. What did you cosplay as in the end? Mohammed, welcome on in. Congratulations on grabbing that medal. Dude, I fucking love Where the House Husband. Do you have the apron as well? Tatsu is genuinely such an icon. I love the way the Yakuza are shown in the media, like in the Yakuza games and in like anime like Way of the House Husband, because it shows them or how they used to be basically. They used to be genuinely quite honor bound and strictly following the rules, and it's funny to see that sort of logic applied into things like being a house husband and other situations. Although that type of like Yakuza just doesn't really exist anymore. They normally are just like general criminals right now. Mainly because of how hard the Japanese government and the laws crack down on them. How am I doing? I'm melting, Mohammed. It's been very hot. I've been doing a lot of gardening as well, so I've been getting a lot of exposure to the sun recently in the garden, doing a lot of gardening. I've been growing strawberries. In fact, I've got more on the way. I'll be planting tomorrow, so I'm making the most of the sunny weather while I can. Dude, I hope you had fun at Comic-Con, though. It's one where I couldn't really justify the cost of going to purely because, like, so many cons are happening after it. Like, there's one happening this weekend right now called UK Games Expo, which I am considering going to because it's happening at the Hilton Hotel near the NEC. And it's based around board games and, like, D&D and shit like that, which I'm really into. I'm not free tomorrow, unfortunately, so I can't do that. I might go on Sunday for the day. So I'm streaming Sunday evening with a friend. I can probably justify going for like the early morning stuff, checking out, because it's a con I've been meaning to go to for years, but I never get around to doing it purely because something else comes up and I never get the chance to go, even though it's got all the things I'd be really interested in. Like, I'd be more interested in that than going to MCM, which is like a general nerd comic con, like anime, gaming, all things mixed together, isn't it? And there's also MegaCon, and also another Birmingham one happening in the next few months. Like, there's quite a few cons happening in the summer, so I can't really justify going to a convention in London now, purely because like there are multiple ones happening local to me that I don't feel the need to have to travel to go to them now. Dude, I'm hoping they had a good time. Did you get them to cosplay as well, or did they just go in casual clothes? And did you get a lot of people asking for your picture or recognizing the character? Because I know Where the House Husband is quite a niche anime. It's underrated for sure, and I hope a lot of people manage to recognize the character. Anyone who hasn't seen Where the House Husband, you really need to see it. It's a fucking great anime. I say anime, it's more like an animated manga, because like they literally copy the manga panel for panel to the point where like there's not really much actual animation happening in each of the scenes. And it feels like you're just watching the manga, but still, it's a fucking good watch. It's a really fun watch. I think people who give it slack for not being animated enough are being a bit too unfair to it, I think. I think they're a bit unfair on it. Because that's kind of what they were going for, like minimalist animation, and trying to copy the manga specifically. Good, I'm glad you did. I'll tell you what I did do recently. I watched Project Hail Mary, and I think that might be my favorite movie of the year. I actually went back and watched The Martian, because that's a movie I meant to watch, but I never got around to it. It's directed by Ridley Scott, who's one of my favorite directors, so it's one of those things I was going to watch eventually. Like, I really needed to watch. And also the soundtrack was done by Harry Gregson Williams, who did the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack. And it's both books written by Andy Weir, who does some really good sci-fi, to the point where I'm going to pick up his books. I've already picked up The Martian. It's going to be my next read once I'm done reading The Handmaid's Tale, which I was reading because I wanted to read that before I watched the Amazon series. But Andy Weir does some really good sci-fi, and the fact that it's hard sci-fi, where it's based on like real science, and he actually works out the math himself for all of it. So like the math he worked out in The Martian, or the whole like, you know, orbital catching him. Has my stream title damaged your mental health today, Harpy? That was my aim. That is indeed what I was aiming to do. It's a thought I had, and I need to make sure everyone else felt the pain of having that thought too. So I'm really into his kind of thing. I'm reading his book soon. But I love The Martian, and Project Hail Mary, legitimately one of my favorite movies of this year. I fucking loved it. I've watched it twice already. And then this is how much I like it. I paid to buy it on Amazon Prime Video so I can watch it again online. But also, I can stream it to a TV and show other people when I'm with them. That's how much I liked it. I don't do that for any other fucking movie. I think the last movie I did that for was The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Right, Chrome. It's available on Amazon Prime Video, but also, if you can't afford it, just pirate it at this point. It's available for streaming on most platforms that way. Buy it when you can afford to. I'm not going to tell people that they need to support the official thing if they can't afford shit these days, because the cost of living is fucking expensive. I think it's worth, because it's one of those. I'll be very honest. I'm gonna confess to a crime here. The first time I watched it, I did pirate it because a friend recommended it to me. So Chrissy recommended it to me, and then it's one of those like, you know what? I'll give it a watch. It's got Ryan Gosling in it, which is why I imagine loads of people fucking love it, because they love him in everything. And I liked it enough that I went and paid for it because I felt bad about watching it for free. So I retroactively undid that crime. Hopefully none of your FBI agents who are going to then fucking kick my door down. I mean, I've deleted the pirated version of it now, so you can't prove that I am. And this could all be a joke. You never know. I fucking make satire all the time. I think I've covered all my legal bases right there. Anyway, my stream title was in reference to Asmongold. and the thought of kissing him, which I'm gonna make you think about when we watch a few videos later where he was body shaming other people. In fact, let me get that post up. Because he confesses to a lot of weird shit regularly. I'm not surprised more people don't call him out on it. Like, the man has actually confessed on numerous occasions to never showering because he thinks only fat people need to shower. He doesn't shower, he doesn't use deodorant because he thinks that's something only fat people need. And he thinks he, of all people, smells better than fat people. He's like, only fat people stink. Brother, you live in your own filth. The only culture he has is bacteria. I'm also going to be talking about Joey the Anime Man and a bad take he's had recently. Specifically regarding women in anime. Let me see what else I want to talk about. I've got a few things. Let me start queuing things up. I've missed a lot. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Also, I'm probably going to stream No Man's Sky today because that's a game I really fucking love. And there's a new update for it. I know I've been streaming Death Stranding too, and I'll probably get back to it eventually when I'm streaming more regularly, when this heat has passed. It's cool now, but like literally a few days ago, it was boiling. Nothing too important apart from Harpy telling me that I've upset her with my stream title. Which I'm glad I did. But I'll be moving over to talking about those topics in a moment. Let me have a look. What do I want to talk about today? I add things to my watch later list that I want to talk about on stream, and then I completely forget which one of these things I want to talk about because there's so much shit on here that is mindlessly add-on. And I'll add this one. Dude, his gums are bleeding because he has gum disease, because he doesn't brush his teeth or go to a dentist. And then every morning he just wipes blood from his mouth on the wall, and that's it. He does that instead of brushing his teeth. And then he has the goal to call other people uncivilized or smelly or whatever. This is the level of shit we're dealing with. Because she's one of those people that, like, doesn't do politics. If that makes sense. As in, she chooses to ignore all the shit he says and does. It's a very immature way of doing things. It's like there was that study, and I think this does apply to Emiru in a sense, but I'll get around to how. But there was that study about how men would often admit to things like assault or abuse if you took the word out of it, right? So if you explain the situation that is abusive to them, they will admit to doing it. But if you then say an abuser says what, they'll then say, no, I'm not an abuser, I would never do that. It's the same sort of thing with Emiru in the sense that she's completely okay with all the shit her friends like Asmongold and Tectone would do. At the moment you point out that what they're doing is racist or abusive, she'll automatically snap back, say she doesn't support racism, she doesn't support that sort of thing, despite the fact that she very clearly fucking does. It's the label that people don't like. It's not the behavior itself that people are against. They know the label of being called a racist or an abuser. it damages them and their social standing. Basically, they know it's gonna hurt how people perceive them and their interpersonal relationships and how they stand socially, and that's why they get upset. They don't give a shit about the actual abuse or the hate or whatever. They care about what people think about them, and they know that if that label gets attached to them, people are going to think less of them, and that's what they get upset over. If that makes sense. I know it's a roundabout way of comparing them, but that's why people like Emiru are friends with people like Asmongold. As long as you remove the labels from it, she's completely okay with whatever the fuck he says. Because, like, genuinely, if you put any thought into it, because Asmongold is sat there in his fucking cesspit saying things like he wants to get rid of birthright citizenship and get rid of all the immigrants and only wants white people in America, not fully understanding that then removes Emiru because she's got birthright citizenship because her mum was an immigrant. Her dad is American. Her mum came to the US and then obviously she has birthright citizenship. So if Asmongold got everything he wanted, he'd have to deport Emiru. But they're both very ignorant to each other, which is why they're still friends. I'm telling you, the only thing that puts them together is the fact that they're both fucking stupid. That is indeed the only thing keeping them together like that. And they play games together. That's the thing they value more, right? That's what they care about more. Emiru cares more about having someone to play games with, like League of Legends or like Teamfight Tactics or whatever game it is they play, than she cares about, even though she can fucking play the game with anyone else. Like, there's a degree of, like, willful ignorance going on there. Which is a shame. On the other hand, you've got better creators who are not that kind of ignorant. She's one of those very can't we all get along types because she's also friends with Hassan Piker and Valkyrie, who is dating Hassan, and also Pokimane, who is very left-leaning and not very conservative. Like, I'm pretty sure her entire, like, girl streamer friend group do not like Asmongold at all. Like, the only reason they're in the same sort of social circles is mainly for clout, because they know he's a big streamer with a big following. So they have a lot of mutuals, of course, because of that. I mean, it's why Miskip was friends with most of them. Oh, Ashley St. Clair. That is one thing, actually, I need to put on the list of things to watch today. Because he recently interviewed Ashley St. Clair. In fact, Elon Musk unfollowed Ian Miles Chong, who is, like, one of his biggest sims, purely because he made a post talking about how much Ashley St. Clair seemed to be into Hassan. And apparently that upset him enough to make him unfollow. Which I thought was really funny. One of the funniest breakups I've ever seen. Yeah, let me have a look. Where is the interview? Because it was very recently he did it. And it's one of the things I did want to talk about today. Say recently, it was like a few days ago. Let me have a look on his channel. I think there's a video about it there. Because he also got video. Oh, there we go. Ashley St. Clair reveals Elon Musk's text messages. Let's go. That's what we want to watch. Okay, let's have a look. What else do I want to talk about? A lot of discourse about things being woke, but then that's always going to be the fucking case, isn't it? Oh, dude, I look forward to seeing them. You picked a great character to cosplay as well. I want to see more people doing tattoo cosplays or wear the house husband in general. I imagine it would be because the most recent season of Invincible is really good. We've had a lot of good TV recently. We've had Invincible, we've had The Boys finale, we've had Daredevil, Born Again season 2. We've also had more Shadow Lord, which I've been watching quite a bit. In fact, I think more Shadow Lord's one of the best like Star Wars media I've seen in a while. It's what I wanted the Acolyte to be honest. Seraph, hello. How are you doing today? I'm hoping you're doing well. I'm hoping you're keeping cool in this heat wave we've been having the last few days. I've not been streaming recently because I didn't want to be sweating on stream and overheating in my room. It's warm enough as it is in here. I don't want to have like ring lights and stuff on me and then my PC also heating up the room. I don't know how some people do it. It's wild that we're having a heat wave now as well, because it's not even like summer yet. It's still spring. May is like the tail end of spring. I dread to see what the actual summer's going to be like. I swear, if I see things like 40 degrees Celsius, I'm gonna fucking... Oh, I can't say that. It's gonna get me... I can't make terroristic threats against data centers on Twitch. If I was allowed to make those kind of threats, I would have done so. Because we have enough things destroying our planet already, right? I really wish someone would do it someday, though. Like, I'm getting bored of things happening in schools all the time. Like, yes, another incident happened at a school again. Like, I think the data centers are literally the perfect target. The only people you're hurting are billionaires because there's no one in the actual fucking building. It's just rows and rows of computer hardware soaking up all the water and polluting the air, right? I generally think, yeah, like a data center would be literally the perfect target for any sort of attack because there's no people. It's a piece of like structural infrastructure that would damage all the correct people. Yeah, sometimes a lot of people just end up letting a lot of hot air in, which is doing the exact opposite of what they want. Yeah, I think the problem with the UK specifically, I think a lot of people don't understand, especially in America, when they hear how warm it gets here and how unbearable it is the fact that they have a lot of dry summers, whereas in the UK, it is very humid and sweaty, and that's what makes a difference. Like, a dry summer is very manageable, dry heat waves. Like, the moment it's humid, like, is insane. I've got both my windows open right now. So I've got a window there and a window there. Both of them open. I've got air flowing through. Only issue is I've got a busy road, so sometimes there's cars whizzing past. You might hear it. I think I've got like noise filters on my microphone, so you won't hear it. But if there's ever like a traffic jam or like something like that outside, you'll probably hear it. I can always close my windows if I need to. I feel sorry for my sister though, because at night time, my cat Zuko likes to sleep with us sometimes on her feet, and he likes to keep her feet warm. But obviously, when there's a heat wave, that's not ideal, is it? And he's like, "No, I want to cuddle now. I want to make sure you." He's apparently trying to cook her alive under the sheets, I guess. Maybe he's got a taste for roast human or something. Oh, there was a news story about how in Texas, police officers are using tasers and pepper spray on children. Which is fucked up, right? It's also been 10 years since Harambe was shot. And we've been put on this really fucking doomed timeline. It's been a whole ass decade. And this is where it got us. We had Brexit, we got Donald Trump twice. I generally think, like, Trump sacrifices an animal to get the office. Because when he got elected in 2016, obviously Harambe died. He didn't sacrifice any animals on the 2020 election. 2024, Peanut the squirrel died. So I think Trump is definitely making, like, animal sacrifices to make sure he gets the Oval Office. I think every year, as the UK gets hotter and hotter, more and more people might actually start getting air conditioning units, even if it's only for like a week every year. There was also the Boys finale, which happened last week, so I've been bullying a lot of people over because Homelander fans are not happy with the fact that Homelander didn't win. Oh, Ben Shapiro's channel has fallen off so hard that he started making Fortnite videos. That's also something. Do I watch one of Ben Shapiro's videos? Do I want to watch his Fortnite video? He genuinely has, like, lost so much of his, like, viewership. He's been looking at a lot of videos about Hassan as well. Probably because he's desperate for the views. Genuinely, the biggest fumble in the whole fucking manosphere, right-wing podcasters, pundits, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that Ben Shapiro didn't manage to capture all of Charlie Kirk's audience. I think having me watch his videos would probably ruin the algorithm for him, because then it's going to share the video to more people that are going to hate it and dislike the video. Did not mean to close that. I still want to talk about that. I swear, every single time I see someone praising Homelander, like in general, as a character, I turn into Lex Luthor. Oh, dude, Stan Lee would hate that. Do you reckon his family are going to pay off, like, sign off on that? Do you reckon, like, I imagine whatever AI company's trying to do is probably going to drop a truckload of cash at their doorstep. And they probably don't need it, but they might just do it for the money. Dude, I fucking love the Pope. He's literally calling for the Butlerian Jihad. I love that he's also beefing with Donald Trump over the way Trump treats immigrants. I genuinely love the fact that Trump is out there trying to build his image as a good Christian, like, president, while at the same time disagreeing with the Pope because the Pope said he should be kind. That's what I'm worried about right because I think the people who were supposed to be looking after him obviously just try to squeeze as much money from him as possible. So I think genuinely there would be some chance that they'll just sign off on AI Stan Lee, which would be a shame. Have you never, okay, so the Butlerian Jihad is something that happens in the Dune books. So in the Dune, storyline. There's an event called the Butlerian Jihad, where humans went to war with the machines, which, because of rogue AI, eventually rebelling against them. And then there is a commandment, which is, thou shalt not make a computer in the likeness of a human mind. So don't make AI, basically, being a very core element to Dune's, like, basically mythos, right? That's why the Dune universe is the way it is. It doesn't have things like droids or anything like Star Wars does. And that's why this sci-fi in Dune tends to be very grounded, where like the main sci-fi elements are things like faster than light travel and then the magic space drugs. Silver, I'm sorry for giving. Actually, no, I'm not even sorry. I'm making everyone think about having to kiss Asmongold. Purely because, like, this man has been shit talking everyone else, right? Calling other people inferior or like smelly or ugly or whatever. I'm like, no, I can't think of anything worse than having to kiss Asmongold, because I'm sure there's more bacteria in his mouth than there is on the average human butthole. If I'm being very honest, I think that is genuinely a fact I can state, and it will be true if anyone actually does test it scientifically. I'm sure the only culture that man has is bacteria. Yeah, there's a clip I'll put up in a minute actually about that. I've got a few. What else do I want to talk about before I start up? Because I know the main thing I'm going to be talking about will be the interview Hassan did with Ashley St. Clair, because I love dunking on Elon Musk. You know what? You're probably not fucking wrong. He's probably got like several species of undiscovered bacteria underneath his like armpits. I mean, Seraph, the fucking president of the United States has done like crypto rug pulls. It wouldn't surprise me if Elon is doing the same. Oh, the whole uranium thing. I think that was a nice touch. I mean, obviously, that level of radiation. I think The Boys' final season is interesting in the sense that it has good writing and bad writing at the exact same time, because, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen the final season, I'll just give that a quick spoiler here. I'm going to talk about character's death. But there's a certain character that dies in the final season. And I felt the death was stupid, but the line he gave was really fucking good. He looks at Homelander and says, I bet you've never danced a day in your life, which is absolutely fucking true. Homelander has never actually experienced any simple joy like dancing in his entire life, right? That's why he is the person he is. But also the way he sacrificed himself by turning on the uranium prison thing, right? Bro didn't even need to do that. He's already done, like, he's sacrificing himself to distract Homelander so everyone else can get away. He's already done that. He didn't need to do the fucking suicide bit. But they did it because they wanted to give another character a big moment in the final episode. So they essentially fridged the character. And I guess it's nice to see a man getting fridged for a change. But that is 100% what they did. I think that's the only spot of bad writing that happened in the last season. If you're being like genuinely critical of the last season, you want to talk about genuine flaws. Yeah, it was a really bold move, and like, I get they wanted to sacrifice him. It was a great moment for his character and stuff. But I felt the way they did it was very contrived, because like he didn't need to. Like, if he was gonna die anyway, he might have just like ran in the opposite direction, just get lasered in half by Homelander or something. That would have done the exact same thing. And also move them further away. Give everyone else a chance to escape. But no. I think because they wanted a big dramatic moment, that's why they went for it. And also, they wanted to make sure you knew there's no way he could be saved. I think that's the main reason they did it. Because the very next episode, they went to see Marie Monroe from Gen V, who had the power to bring people back to life and heal injuries. I think they basically wanted to cover that plot hole, because otherwise they could have just gotten her to bring him back. Actually, it's kind of insane that Starlight never mentioned she could do that. It was kind of a big thing. They built up to it in season 2 of Gen V, but then Gen V got cancelled, which is a shame. I think it's due to a lot of rewrites and stuff, isn't it? Don't get me wrong. Overall, it was very good. I really enjoyed it. In fact, it's very true to the comics in the best possible way, in my opinion. Like, they hit all the main points of the comic book's ending, but they did it in a much better way, which has been the case for the entire show, to be honest. It did everything the comics did, but much better. There was also an issue recently with Marvel Rivals, with the most recent update allowed people to turn off the anti-cheat. So there was a case where, like, the game was just full of people hacking the game and cheating. And apparently now, NetEase has permanently banned everyone who was cheating. So they had a massive purge of accounts, which is a good thing. It's a good thing that happened, because, like, genuinely, that kind of thing could have killed the entire fucking game. I really liked Gen V season 2. I thought it was a shame that the show did end up getting cancelled. I mean, I get season 2 did have a lot of rewrites because they had an actor pass away midway through it, and they had to sort of essentially write him out off screen, which was a shame because he was a really good character. I really liked Andre as a character, and the show had a really good cast. And the villain in season 2, also for Gen V, is like really fucking good. I thought Godolkin was a really good villain. I thought his superpower was genuinely one of the scariest superpowers for a villain to have. He was very similar to the Purple Man in Jessica Jones. And the Purple Man is legitimately probably the best MCU villain. Pretty much, yeah. I really hope we do get to see more of the cast, though, because the cast for Gen V was really good. I do feel like they were shoehorned in for the final season of The Boys, even if it was just for like one scene. I'm surprised he made it all the way to the last steps, though. I think it's only purely due to the fact that Chase Crawford is such a good actor, and he played the role so well. That's why they kept him alive for so long. Because he's genuinely played the role of the Deep so fucking well. Like, every scene he was in is funny, and I think the ending he got is exactly what he deserved. He had basically the opposite of what A-Train's arc was going to be, because the Deep and A-Train both started off as bad people, and they both had opportunities to redeem themselves. And A-Train eventually did it. Like, he had multiple opportunities to redeem himself, and, like, you know, he'd keep failing to act on it, or he'd decide too late, or whatever. Whereas the Deep would consistently make the wrong choice, and then A-Train eventually made the right choice. And yeah, he does die for it, but his death ended up being better than what the Deep's situation was afterwards, right? I really liked the final season for The Boys gave so many good character arcs. So then I really loved the character arc they gave to Firecracker and A-Train. Genuinely really fantastic written arcs for characters like that. I think Butcher did end up getting a good ending as well, because I think what the show did, the comics didn't, is they did it better anyway, is they showed that Butcher didn't want to succeed. Like, he knew what he was doing was the only way to make sure that another Homelander doesn't happen, right? Like, if they just take out all the soups, then this sort of situation won't happen again. But he doesn't want to have to do the genocide. And he was hoping that Huey would stop him. I think that genuinely showed that even though Butcher knows that he needs to take the step that no one else is going to take, he doesn't want to succeed because he knows what he's doing is wrong. He's just the only one that would be willing to do it. He's such a fucking well-written character. Let me quickly do my Duolingo. And we'll do some other stuff. And then we'll make a start on what I want to talk about. Let's play. Watch this.
Cubano. Partido. Fiesta. Partido.
De. ¿Cuándo es tu partido de
Are you
fútbol?
sure it wasn't like an official like mascot promoting Duolingo? ¿Cuándo es tu partido de fútbol?
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
When is your birthday?
¿Cuándo es tu concierto? Tú. El concierto no es el domingo.
Concert is fun. El concierto es not bonita. Divertendo. Divertido. I got it mixed up. I fucking thought it was Nintendo. David es elegante. Divertido es muy interesante. Baseball is a really fun game. Is the party fun?
Es la fiesta. Divertido.
Es divertido. It should have been the other way around, but that's fine. Both works, I guess. La fiesta es divertida.
Divertida.
El partido de fútbol no es divertido.
Divertido.
Pedro. La
fiesta
no es el sábado.
Sí, la fiesta es divertida.
Yes, the party is fun.
¿Qué día es tu fiesta de cumpleaños?
What day is your birthday party?
¿El concierto es el martes?
El concierto es el martes.
Sábado. Fútbol.
Cansado. Partido.
La fiesta es divertida.
Divertida.
Y el concierto es
Divertido.
divertido.
¿Cuándo es tu fiesta? Tú.
There we go. That's Duolingo done. Right, Wordle. I need to log in. Let's chat. I've not played it in that long. Let me quickly put in my personal details and not dox myself. Let's play. Okay. Let's start with a good start word. On A. Cards. C, okay. Lamp. Okay, CLA. CK. No, okay, no double letters there. CLA. Not gonna be playing because there's no M in there. Not gonna be an E. May clash, there's no S. Lang? Lang it is. I knew it'd be something like that. It wasn't gonna have any more vowels in it. Alright, on my fourth try. Hey, do you know what? That tends to be my average. Although time guesser is something what I usually would be better at. Oh, hang on, have I not logged into this as well? Let's chat. Let's play. There we go, much better. Okay, what have we got here? Not in English, okay. Have they actually? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, because considering how popular it's become. In fact, there is something else I had. I was going to do once, so I'll open that in the new tab. Something with bicycles. Camera sport. It looks like you might be somewhere in Europe. Where would they do a lot of cycling? I'm thinking a place like maybe Amsterdam or like maybe Switzerland. Oh, hang on. I was right. I was right. Okay, I found the park. Where's the entrance to the park? I'm gonna put it there. Now, what year could this be? Not got a lot to go on. There's no smartphones, so it's before 2010. I know it's in black and white, but that could be... Oh, hang on. How did I miss that? There's a chimpanzee on a bicycle. Okay. Where's the chimpanzee enclosure? It doesn't seem like that kind of... It doesn't look like a zoo. Yeah, there's a chimp on a bike. I completely missed that. Okay. What year? I'm gonna have to go by the hairstyles and the, It looks like it could be 70s. Make that guess. 1963. Okay, like, it was... I thought it'd be 70s, but no. Mervo V, a co-founder of the Amersfoort Zoo, firing a starting pistol to begin the 1963 Tour de Verenigde 80s Tour of the United Nations, a Dutch youth bicycle race alongside a chimpanzee on a tricycle. Oh, it ended up being the 60s. Oh, the 189 meters from the right place. So I did it right in the middle of the park when it should have been there. That's a pretty good guess. Okay, let's see what I get on the next round. That looks like it's French. No, it could be Spanish. España. Dora Lavelle. Okay. Although it could be multiple different languages. Who knows? Service, the telecommunications. No, that's French. Can't see where it is. There's a lot sign in the way. I don't think it's France. It could be like a French colony somewhere. Esports. Yes. These honestly look, they could be from the 80s. I'm gonna guess 1980. There's mountains in the background. Okay. This could be like a South African country. Which one of these was a I'm seeing multiple different signs. And it seems to be French. Andorra. Andorra Lavelle. Oh, it did. Okay. TikTok is having a go at me. I keep getting, every single time I go live on TikTok, it keeps saying, hey, we're going to restrict you for this thing we think might be in your stream, but might not be. Because I think the AI, like, moderation is way too overtuned. Every, like, few minutes, I need to, like, pause my stream to then appeal it, basically, which is a pain. It could, I mean, it's... There's a signs pointing directly there, so I think this might be my best guess. St. Julia. St. Julia on here. It is. Okay, we'll make this guess. 1986. I was 6 years off. And I was only 1.4 kilometers from the correct location. Okay, that's walking distance. Okay, is this a parking meter? Is this like one of the first parking meters that was installed? Naples, Athens, Hong Kong. Okay, no, that's not going to help. It's an airport. It's near an airport, I think. I'm not sure if that's saying Austria or not. It could be saying Australia. It's kind of blurry. It's hard to tell. I mean, those buildings could be Austria. It's a parking meter. I imagine it'd be in the 1930s. Put it in there for now, but I don't think it's going to be there. Let me zoom in a bit more. This could be the 20s, but I'm going to guess 30s, because I know sometimes cars like to hang around a few decades afterwards. This I'm gonna drop it in Stockholm. 1964, and it was Amsterdam. Newly installed parking meters in Amsterdam, grabbing passerbys' attention during the mid-60s. Okay, I was way off on that one. Jesse Jackson, 88. Is this something historic that I should know? Independent labor system. This sounds like something I should. I'm seeing ice. Is this in Alaska? Anchorage, 1988. I got it spot on, but I got the wrong country. American Democratic presidential candidate Jesse Jackson waving supporters from a train during a campaign stop in Plymouth, New Hampshire. Okay. Unfortunately, George Bush won that one. I just saw the ice on the roofs and I thought, it's going to be somewhere up north. And I went to Alaska, but no, it was New Hampshire. I got the right continent though, at least. Oh, hello. We got a smartphone here, so at least 2010. Oh, David Cameron, 2016. Now, it's not going to be at Downing Street. Something University. It's not Aston. Aston. Which university would David Cameron visit? Something University. Come on, this is annoying. Come on, does no one have a clear? Well, it's an iPhone, but I think it's like a iPhone maybe 6 or 7, something like that. But no, it's 2016 because David Cameron's there. Astana IT University. Where would that be in the UK? Which university is that? They've got hoodies, but it's covering it up. Astana IT University, that's the clearest one I've got. Oh, hang on. Implementation first 2023. Is this 2023? So is this after David Cameron was no longer Prime Minister? I thought it would have been. Astana IT University. What the fuck is Astana? Is this not in the UK? Unfortunately, it's a very diverse university, so I can't tell which country it is just from the population. I can't be racist. Unfortunately. I'm just going to drop it in London. I think it might be the US or Australia. British Foreign Secretary and former Prime Minister David Cameron meeting students at the Astana IT University during a diplomatic Kazakhstan. I would not have known that. I don't know about universities in Kazakhstan, unfortunately. 30k, that's fine. Usually is my average. Okay, there's gonna be an ad break in a minute. What I'll do... Oh, for fuck's sake, TikTok, shut up. Shut the fuck up, TikTok. I'm gonna have a quick pee break. I'm gonna let the ads play. I'll see you in just a moment. And then I'll talk shit about Asmongold. Be right back.
Convention, only to leave feeling small and insecure.
I wonder if these gatekeeping stupid fucking weirdos, right, would have a problem with the fact that when Jessica Negri did her iconic Pikachu cosplay, Pikachu's body doesn't look like that. Pikachu's a chubby little rat. He doesn't have massive breasts and tiny waist. Why do they not call her out on that, right?
Musician and newfound cosplayer Baby No Money recently got a.
Or does accuracy only matter when you can't jerk off to it? You reckon that's the case? Because they never have a problem with accuracy and body shape or type when the body in question has a massive pair of chesticles.
His cosplay, as well as complaining that he kept his beard when it came to doing the character, which again is such a not.
It is. It's giving 2 middle fingers. I thought it was like a shocked like Pikachu face or something, but no, it's 2 middle fingers. Yeah, I can only see because I'm watching it. I've got my PC screen. Obviously, I can hover over it to see a bigger version of it. And obviously, when the bigger version comes up on there, you can see it better. Avengers Doomsday, and it's a really bad AI poster. And it's got like 100k likes and comments on it from people saying, I can't wait for this movie. Or, what's it called? Donald Glover is going to be playing Miles Morales in the new Spider-Man movie. And it's a really fucking shitty AI poster. And these pages every single day post things that are never going to happen for literal years. And there are people who are liking and commenting saying, oh, I can't wait for this movie now. It looks so hype. And I don't get how people are this stupid. How
Expression shifts rapidly as he looks at the notepad window and the contents within, followed by a moment of pure silent panic where the realization probably hit that he may have just ruined his life. Yet, in a move that baffled everyone watching, he didn't end.
I mean, based on previous experience with streamers, what should have ended their entire career, I think what's going to happen here is he's going to go from Twitch to Kick. And he's gonna end up having a career there instead. That's what happened with Dr. Disrespect and like literally every other streamer. Miss Kim. You know what, let's go chat with her. I know where she is. You are. Let's analyze you first. Fine, I got him. Alright, now I can deal with these guys. That's why if these things kill me now, I'm gonna be so annoyed. If after all that, these are the ones that kill me. I gave him a some rhinoplasty. People pay good money for that shit, man. Getting their nose like shaved down a few inches or whatever.
Yeah, everything going on it's brutal. There's nothing good about it. But I do try to see the silver linings in this. Now, whenever my girlfriend gets mad at me, I accuse her of anti-Semitism.
See, this is how you do comedy. Ricky Gervais learned from this.
Surely that can't work because, you know, your girlfriend's Jewish. They have a solution for that too. I go, you're a self-hating Jew.
See, this is how you do comedy. This is how you do edgy comedy specifically. Whereas Ricky Gervais gets on stage and talks about being cancelled on Twitter every single fucking act and then does something transphobic. Like, he would never have the balls to do a joke or a comedy set like that. Did I get him? I did. This is so fucking sick. This is such a fucking cool shot. That was so badass.
Autocorrect. Prove me wrong, cowards. I edit nothing except losses, obviously.
Okay, I thought I beat this thing. Apparently not. So let's squash it again. If you truly want to see more empathy in the world, even for people like Charlie Kirk, and I don't think he's above this as well. He could have been someone that would be receiving empathy and thoughts and prayers from people universally, right? You have to be willing to share empathy for others yourself. It's a two-way street, and you can't just demand it from others when you've never shown an ounce of it. When you've never shown an ounce of it for them. It's like a social contract, right? It goes both ways. You can't just say everyone needs to feel sorry for me when I'm the victim. But the moment the exact same thing happens to you, I will be making you can't do that. If you want... Alright, I returned, and I think the first thing on my agenda is I'm going to talk shit about someone called Joey the Anime Man for a really bad take he's had on mine recently. A lot of people are ripping into him for, and it's all due to him responding to a video on TikTok, which I'll show you in just a second. Yeah, let me go ahead and get that up. Let's play. Yep, him indeed.
My anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
So this is a video
Sailor Moon,
of Joey the Anime Man responding
the obvious ones.
to a...
Serial Experiment Slain.
Let me stop that again. So this is a video from Joey the Anime Man, where he responds to a TikTok where a woman says that she thinks anime needs more female protagonists, and this is the response he came up with.
My anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
No. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiment Slain, Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Kill la Kill, Kanan, Ogre Proxy.
This whole argument is stupid. Not gonna lie to you, this is...
Now, basically, I'm gonna explain to you... No, hang on, let me do that again. Just because I only want this part from it, really. Yeah, Joey the Anime Man. Basically, he responded to a TikTok. No, you know, I should probably start by explaining who Joey the Anime Man is, because a lot of people don't know who he is. So, Joey the Anime Man is a anime YouTuber. You probably know him from things like Trash Tapes, which is a podcast he does with Gigug and CDog VA. They talk about anime and stuff. So, this is why he makes videos responding to things about stuff like this. But there's a girl here at a convention doing an interview where she talks about her anime hot take being that there should be more female protagonists. And Joey responds
My anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
To her hot take.
No. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiment Slain, Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Basically, he goes on like this, listing loads of anime that have female protagonists, and he acts like he's made a really good point, right? And essentially, he's missed the entire point she was making. And I think there's a very easy way to illustrate what her point actually was and how badly he missed it by doing one very simple thing, which I'm about to do. So this is an open question to Joey. I'll tag him in this video, but also anyone who's watching this video later on YouTube or whatever. What I'm going to say is just name any year you want, right? It doesn't matter which one it is, but I want you to name a year in which the anime that came out had more female protagonists than male protagonists. If there ever is a year where that happened, I'll delete this video and I'll make a public apology to Joey the Anime Man. I'll do it with a ukulele. But yeah, just name it. Any year where there was more female protagonists in anime than there were male protagonists. It's just that simple. The problem is you can't name a single one, and that's a problem. Joey missed the entire point. Because he thinks she was talking about women in anime at all, as if she's not seen any of these anime. But if you watch the full interview that he's responding to, these are all anime that she mentions, and she says how there's only a few of them, and then she lists all the ones he named, compared to the fucking torrent of anime we get with male protagonists. And I think this is a problem with the anime community specifically. I think Joey's contributed a lot to it. And the problem is just fucking ignorance in general. Because this isn't the first time he's had a controversy in regards to bad takes regarding anime, considering he also was the one who dropped the take that he thinks One Piece is not political. The anime about standing up to the world government and the world's biggest military and doing what would be considered acts of terrorism in real life is somehow not political. And I think it's generally willful ignorance in the fact that he doesn't want to engage with these topics in real life, so he purposely turns a blind eye to it, and he literally takes steps to avoid having to acknowledge these sort of things. But art without any political messages is very fucking soulless and shallow, which is why so much AI art is exactly that. Type in a prompt into a computer and it makes you something that has no real purpose outside of just existing for the reason of existing. That's why AI art is so fucking shallow and bad. There's no thought behind making it. There's no actual creative process. Let's chat. But that is the issue with Joey, the anime man, which honestly, probably not even going to be the last controversy he's involved in. There's probably going to be more coming up. The man has consistently had bad take after bad take. There's another issue here I want to talk about. Let's play. So this is an incident that happened. I don't think it needs explaining where it happened, but it happened in America. I say it happened, it's not one incident, it's been multiple incidents. But in Texas, they have police officers in schools, right? And these officers apparently have been using things like tasers and pepper spray and tackling children. Like literal children, minors, teenagers. They're called school officers, which are basically police officers that are running schools and turning them into prisons, essentially. Like, if you're in a school and you're misbehaving in any way, shape, or form, you can legitimately get the police called on you by the school. And the police officer can literally come in and start tasing you. Which is fucked up, right? I would say America is the only country that abuses children like this, but no, I can't say that because Israel exists and they've done worse. I don't think any of these police officers have drone striked any children. It's not through lack of trying. It's just they don't have access to the drones themselves because they've been too busy spending all their tax dollars to send them to Israel. So they can bomb browner kids. But yeah, do you remember all the people saying they were against the idea of political violence? They'll never say that shit when someone gets killed with a police officer, or, you know, if the police start violently attacking protesters. But when Charlie Kirk gets shot, that's when they're against it. I don't think people even fucking know what the meaning of the word political violence is these days. I think they just use it as a word to say they don't like the fact that their favorite podcaster was shot in the neck. Legitimately. Even though we've seen there's no other profession in the world where you're required to wear a camera at all times because you are known for lying so much, right? Doctors don't have to wear a body cam. Ambulances don't have to wear a body cam. No profession in the world, apart from being a police officer, requires you to have to be under fucking constant lying and falsifying reports. People seem to forget that's a thing. The reason cameras don't exist to make sure people have recorded evidence of crimes being committed. No, it's to make sure the fucking police officers aren't lying about it. How sad is that, dude? Okay, what else do I want to do? Let's chat. Let me find that clip of Asmongold.
What is that fucking...
Here we go. Let's play. So there's this clip here of Asmongold. The man who thinks everyone else is a snowflake, getting visibly very triggered and upset about someone saying mean things about him. Apparently he is not like receiving a taste of his own medicine.
Why do people listen to that fucking guy? He's fucking disgusting.
Shut up, fatty. Shut up. What are you talking about, fatty? Call me I'm disgusting. I guarantee you,
Look at how upset
if
he's getting
me
about
and
this.
Stavros and Hassan had to walk 3 miles, at the end of those 3 miles, I would smell the best out of all 3.
Asmongold would smell the worst before the thief even started walking those 3 miles. And second of all, Asmongold can't walk 3 miles. He fucking lives in his home 24/7, stewing in his own filth and getting food delivered in. I don't think this man has ever walked 3 miles in the span of a week, if I'm being very honest.
3 of them. I would. See, this is what happens whenever you're fat, is that you think this is the way it is.
How did this happen? He looks like shit, right? He probably gets no fucking pussy. Asmongold, whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't know, man. There's clout. He's got clout.
It's really crazy to me. By the way, I think that these guys are really kind of self-reporting. So much of men that are leftists are just using it as a mating technique. They don't actually believe any of this shit. They don't even think any of this. They know it's bullshit. They just say it because it's a good way to get women to like them. That's it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really, I don't have a girlfriend right now. No, I don't. Yeah, maybe in the future I will, maybe not. I don't...
I generally cannot think of anything more repulsive than the idea of having to kiss Asmongold. This is the man who has gum disease. His gums bleed every single day because he doesn't brush his teeth or go to the dentist. He wipes the blood from his mouth on the wall next to his bed every morning, which is fucking disgusting. I can't imagine anything worse than kissing someone like him. And maybe one of his loose, rotten teeth falls out and you end up swallowing it or something like that. I think he generally has more bacteria in his mouth than the average human butthole. Thank you for making... Yeah, unfortunately, this is an idea I'm going to put in everyone's head. The idea of having to kiss Asmongold should definitely upset more people. I genuinely can't really believe anyone would actually want to do that. It doesn't even have to be Asmongold. Would you kiss someone that you know has never brushed their teeth? That's genuinely fucking grim.
This is not my whole life. There's Sims.
He doesn't shower either.
Why is he weighing in?
Why am I weighing in?
Some fucking idiot that what did he stream?
Because Elon boosts the fuck out of this
But
shit.
what did he stream? How did he get famous? Fucking
World of
Minecraft?
Warcraft.
This is also the man that has live cockroaches crawling on him while he's streaming.
People listen to that fucking guy. He can't take a fucking shower.
Yeah.
I don't need to because I'm not fat. I don't smell bad. Fat.
He genuinely thinks only fat people need to shower. That's why he's never showered. Asmongold, he's also the same thing about deodorant. He thinks only fat people sweat, and that's why fat people need to shower, because they must smell because they sweat, and apparently he thinks he doesn't need to shower or use deodorant. Calling him a biohazard is putting it lightly. I genuinely think this motherfucker needs to be quarantined. I think he's got more cultures of bacteria on his fucking flesh than in a fucking biohazard research facility. I think he's got more fucking deadly diseases on him than a fucking Umbrella Corporation underground lab. I think he's gonna be patient zero for the next 12 different pandemics.
People smell bad.
To live like that. You just have, if you put light into the world and positivity, you'll get sucked off.
Yeah.
It's all about having sex with women. Their entire worldview and everything is built around the sexual approval of women. That's it. It's kind of sad. Really. And also, by the way, I don't really like talking about a lot of, relationships or girls I talk...
Because none of his viewers are going to be interested in that, because none of them actually have that, right? They're not going to come to him for dating advice, because they're not dating anyone. That's why they sat at home watching him all day.
Or don't talk to or anything else. I don't like getting involved in this. It's weird. I don't need to prove anything. I don't need to indicate that women like me. It's just silly.
Nobody's asking that. I think we all know the answer to that question. I don't think anyone's asking him to clarify that. I asked the one thing he does not need to explain. We can all see why. Let's chat. Yeah, sorry I made you all think about the idea of having kissed this unwashed, smelly motherfucker. Okay, there's a few videos I want to watch. I'm going to talk about the Ashley St. Clair stuff in a second, but first I want to talk about Twitch using AI, which is not a good thing.
This is a...
Let's play. This is Zach Bousset. He does a lot of really good educational, informative videos about Twitch. And recently, apparently, Twitch are going to use an AI that tells streamers what they need to say during ad reads. Dude, I think generally speaking, if we sent Asmongold to Chernobyl, the radiation there would probably kill most of the bacteria on him. I think that's probably the only way you can sterilize him at this point. I think he would be safer to be near after he's been radiated at Chernobyl than he is right now. I genuinely think radioactive Asmongold would have less parasitic life forms in him than the current version of Asmongold we have right now.
Interesting story. We're just going to get through it pretty quickly here. It's a French article, the Media Leader. Amazon ad integrates AI into Twitch campaign measurement, which is a much better title than whatever the hell this one said that it was. What did they say? Match Twitch campaigns, yeah. Ahead of TwitchCon Rotterdam 2026, which kicks off this Saturday, Amazon Ads is unveiling chat sentiment analysis and campaign assist, two AI-powered tools designed to better measure and optimize brand campaigns. Chat sentiment analysis uses AI-powered linguistic analysis to process all messages sent in the chat during a sponsored live stream. But contextually, they are saying that this is only going to theoretically be used in the context of a sponsored campaign that somebody might do, and specifically as it relates to these sponsorships. Let's take a look if I have any new sponsorship offers. Nope, no longer available. Every single other one I've declined for too little money. The tool provides a breakdown of audience reactions, positive, neutral, or negative, accompanied by verbatim quotes illustrating each category. So if you guys are mean or you say something shitty, the brands are gonna see it. The results are integrated into the post-campaign Twitch report with a breakdown by creator for multi-creator campaigns. The stated aim to enable... So again, they're going to take, when you do one of these sponsorships, if there's 1,000 different creators who are doing this, it'll provide a breakdown for every single creator, where they saw the most positivity, where they saw the most negativity, and I would assume that they will probably end up resulting in creators that have a negative sentiment losing sponsorship offers, and people who have a positive sentiment gaining more sponsorship offers. I think that's probably an inevitability of this system. I don't see how Amazon Twitch would use it any other way than to be like, oh no, we want positive outcomes from our brand partnerships. Could you users sabotage streamers they don't like by saying negative things during these sponsors? Theoretically, though, again, it's the kind of thing that creators would probably have to have their mods step in. I don't like Marvel Rivals, ban. Exactly. This is the thing that I think is going to really matter in this conversation, is whether or not Twitch actually starts paying fairly. If these numbers go up to, $300, $500 for, and actually starts paying a reasonable rate to creators, I can understand why, and completely would be on board for people to be like, okay, I'm going to, I'm going to make sure that my chat stays in line, and they know ahead of time, guys, positivity. We want positive chats keep it positive, everybody. This is literally the difference between me having to do a subathon and begging you guys for money and it being shit content, or me just getting the payout here and we're all happy and I don't have to beg you guys. The stated aim is to better understand which types of content and audiences resonate with their message and to refine their strategy for future campaigns. They are literally saying, we are using this as an opportunity to figure out who to better target in the future. They've done nothing to try to narrow that down so far. The campaigns that they currently offer are generally shotgun approach. There's no targeting.
Because
anybody can
maintaining
get
AI
access to them.
services
It's
like
whoever has the quickest finger
can get expensive. Most AI tools aren't even profiting.
This approach to continuous optimization brings Twitch closer to the performance management standards expected by
I think the problem with a
advertisers.
lot of AI tools is the fact that you don't have to pay for any of them, actually, if you think about it, because they want you to use AI so bad, they put it in everything, to the point where if you see an AI tool and it's like, hey, you gotta subscribe to use it, you can just go to ChatGPT or Gemini and just prompt it to do it for you there, because most of these services are basically using one of those fucking AI tools as like the back end anyway. And they're just paying you for the middle management service of like making it a specific tool. And really, you can just go to the fucking service yourself for free and do whatever the fuck it is you want to use the AI for, if you did want to use it. So like, the only people paying for AI are really fucking stupid people.
Media team. So again, closer closer to the performance management standards expected by advertisers. We aren't even there yet. We aren't even there yet. We're just getting closer. The second tool, Campaign Assist, is aimed at creators. Managing a live brand partnership, mentioning key messages, sticking to the brief, maintaining the authenticity of the live stream is a balancing act. Campaign Assist acts as a smart assistant that supports the creator during their sponsored stream. Due to be launched later this year, the tool analyzes the streamer's commentary in real time. Have the key points been covered? So they're listening to what the streamers are saying and in real time saying or thinking, are they covering the things that they need to say as part of that sponsorship? Are they saying the things that are required as part of getting a payout for this sponsorship? Is the tone in line with the brand's brief? So not just are they saying the right thing, are they saying it with the correct tonality that sounds positive? Because if they're saying, guys, if you check out the brand new season of Marvel Rivals, you can get the thing, you'll go download it right now, it's free, guys. That's not going to, the tone of that is not positive, it's not excited, it doesn't convey the brand messaging the way the brand wants. Fix up that tone, streamer, fix up that tone. If an element has been...
So basically, in like 10 years from now, Twitch streamers are going to have an AI fucking bot holding a gun to their head. And if they don't say they're excited for the new season of Raid Shadow Legends, and if you don't use their code for 5,000 silver and 1 epic level champion and join the fucking battle today, see you in the Rift, whatever the fuck it is they have to say for Raid Shadow Legends. If they don't say it excited enough, they might just get executed on the spot live on stream by the sponsor. That might be a thing that happens. I think one day you'll see me streaming and I'll say something like, oh, by the way, don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends or whatever. And then because I said it offhandedly like that, or I wasn't excited enough, I will then no longer be streaming. They'll take me out the back and have me shot because I did not mention that they've got a new season with a new crossover with 2B from Nier Automata or some shit like that.
Overlooked or needs further elaboration, the creator receives a discreet reminder without interrupting the live stream. So the AI will say, hey, streamer,
I don't even use these
message that you have to say. You see that thing that you have to say? You have to say it.
Do I even have them? I don't think I'm even big enough to get them.
You have to say that right now. That's when your shot caller goes off. Yep. The promise
he's not wrong comparing it to a shot
collaborations, greater consistency between the brief and the content broadcast, and enhanced visibility regarding the quality of the performance.
Let me have a look. Do I get sponsored?
The quality of the performance, because nothing spells authenticity like a Twitch stream and then being told by the AI what you're supposed to say and gently reminding you to be nice about it.
I think you basically need to be at least partner numbers
the mental load associated with managing partnerships, which is often a source of friction in relationships with advertisers. Personal reaction here. I don't think that the second part of this is going to go over well with creators. I think the first part is probably inevitable and is already being done by certain companies that are already tracking what's being said in chats. The thing that I think is going to go poorly for them in this is that while they probably will find people to play ball because there's enough streamers on Twitch that will be happy to be like, yeah, I don't mind that the AI dictates how I should actually speak to my community. I think that's not going to be a surprise to find that there will be lots of people who do that, especially if they're struggling for money. People are already struggling for money and they're doing these campaigns that require them to change up their content entirely for $15. I've seen a few people take the
sponsorship, but like, from what I see, the payout doesn't tend to be really
question
worth it.
the financial motivations of people that are financially struggling. I get it, I understand, but I think that they're doing themselves a long-term disservice and probably damaging their community in the long run. Because, anyways, too many branded messages can ultimately lead to dissatisfaction among your community, and they'll find other people to watch.
So I know some people that do make decent money
but
from like
at the same
advertising games
time,
and
I
stuff on
think
stream,
that
but like
this will also,
that's essentially what all of the content has become,
concept
where every
alone
single video
is
they
probably
put
going to
out,
poison the
every
well.
single stream they do is a sponsored
You're
one,
going
just
to have
promoting some
brands
game.
that are like, oh, this is a perfect person to work with,
I was like,
and then
okay.
they'll work with somebody,
I get
and
that you're
then
making
that
bank, good for
person
you,
will end
but,
up
like,
being like, why is the AI
I don't think
telling
I'd
me
ever
what
be
to
able
do?
to. I don't want to change my
Chat,
platform.
do we listen to this
literally
AI
nothing
or
but
tell
an
this clanker to
advert
go fuck itself?
platform
Like,
where I'm
it's
just
going to be that
advertising,
kind of
selling
thing
stuff.
where people are going to, because
Anyway,
that's
go
the
buy my
nature of
merch on
Twitch.
Redbubble.
That's the nature of Twitch. It is completely raw. It is unscripted. And the minute you start to try to control that and script that, it starts to lose the plot. This sounds way more like Twitch trying to comply with the advertising rules that work on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, rather than recognizing the strengths and values of what a Twitch stream is. I don't know why they continue to try to lock in Twitch's overall sponsorship and ads into and pretend that it's not a live platform. They continue to go, oh, well, we'll do it exactly like YouTube does, and exactly like TikTok does, and exactly like Instagram does, and exactly like TV does, and ignoring the entire reality of, hey, your creators are live in real time doing something unscripted. You can't then throw a whole bunch of scripts into the mix and expect that to come off naturally. It's just not going to work. But alas, the company itself is probably not really in control of their destiny anymore. This is the downside of Twitch that I'm increasingly realizing, especially as Amazon Ads has been, taking over Twitch's entire ad sales team, and in much more a consistent fashion, essentially dictating terms to Twitch. I don't think Twitch is really in control the same way that it once was. And I think that in similar fashion to how creators are going to have to placate the robots, I think people like Mikey Minty and Dan Clancy have no spine anymore to be able to stand up and actually say, oh yes, no, Amazon, that's not going to work for our creators. I think that's like, okay, fine, then get the fuck out of the company. I think that's the offer that they've been presented at this point, because they continue to make some of the worst decisions that ignore how this platform actually has led to success. And we've only
Thing is, if Amazon want to use AI tools, I think there are better tools they can use. Like there's services online where they have AI basically automatically make clips of streams for people. I think that's something that they could probably
is
fucking
only
copy.
going down.
And a lot of streamers
Since Dan
would
Clancy
prefer,
has
but
been
no,
CEO. There's
they've focused
2023.
on the wrong thing.
There's
They thought, hey,
2024.
let's use AI tools,
There's
but also
2025, and
make
here's
it so
2026.
advertisers
Can't blame the
can
pandemic
maximize
anymore.
as much profit
It
as
is
they
no
can
longer
on
the
streamers
case.
on the platform.
And so I just, again, as I said, I have lost complete
Meanwhile, they
faith in the
ignore a
leadership
lot of other
Twitch,
issues.
but the reality is,
bots.
this might be the best that we get, because whoever becomes leader next, whenever Dan Clancy finally decides to step down, is probably just an Amazon AI that is just trying to optimize ad impressions and will not give
You
a
wouldn't
shit about
surprise
this
if the next
community
CEO
at
of
all.
Twitch doesn't end up being just an AI bot.
We have the devil we don't know might be even worse, which is really sad. Because again, choices like this completely ignore the reality of how Twitch functions as a platform and how, what the selling feature is of a live stream. It's not the thing that I expected to read today. Again, I think this one I understood was obviously coming. It was kind of clear that was going to be the path that they were going to take. Sentiment analysis is relatively common across most social media campaigns in order to do, and it's been done on Twitter for like a decade plus. Like it's not a new thing to take a look at what the sentiment is to somebody's marketing message. But the AI assistant for streamers, this is really kind of like, I don't know, guys. I don't know who really thought this one through, but somebody's getting a promotion and then going and getting a job at OpenAI or something.
A raid!
There's probably a lot of people in that same space. What the fuck, Cook Sucks? Huge thank you, Cook Sucks. That's really very kind do to do.
Skip past this
I've
bit.
watched
Let's
a bunch
move on
of...
to the next video, which is
all right,
Ashley
St. Clair, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
This is a first. This is a first ever. Where normally when I have guests on, we try to work for like the first 30 minutes on how to get the noise gate done and all this. Shit. And
am I doing the tech run with you?
What?
Are
Yeah,
we
no.
testing it live?
This is the tech run. This is the first ever broadcast where we have microphones. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Anyway, Ashley St. Clair, thank you so much for coming on. It seems strange when I start the conversation by saying like, oh, this is Elon Musk's baby mama.
Yeah.
I know. You're more than that. You are also
Thank you so much.
right-wing reactionary conservative influencer.
No, not anymore.
You used to be.
Only one of those things is still true.
And then you went woke. And you went dark woke,
Yeah.
and you've been doing the tour, you've been doing the rounds, and I was like, and I've seen
I
some
wish
of the
people would wait to reach out to me though, because they're gonna think I'm a plant, because they're all reaching out at the same time.
Well, the reason why I reached out was because I've seen some of the things you've said about like your past opinions and the things that you believed and how you've changed. So I wanted to explore that with you. And then also I wanted to obviously ask you about the piping hot conservative tea.
Oh, I got it. I got all of
Because
it.
you've been, you were in this movement for a while. For those of you who don't know, I mean, you wanna explain your background and everything else, because there probably are some people who are not aware.
So I got involved in right-wing politics around 18, 19 on my college campus. I was involved in like a Turning Point chapter, and it was very quickly that I was tweeting, and all of a sudden I'm driving Charlie Kirk to the airport, and I'm a special guest at the Young Women's Leadership Conference.
Okay, let's start there actually, because this is fascinating for me. I've known Charlie Kirk obviously for many years. I debated him at Politicon twice, and I was fascinated with his journey because they basically plucked him. He wrote one high school paper for his high school newspaper. He wrote like an article about how like a black woman, he speculated a black woman had taken his spot at West Point Academy.
What? I didn't know this.
Yeah, so here, I'll give you some deep Charlie Kirk lore. We carry the flame here on the broadcast. But basically what happened is he wrote like some kind of reactionary article in his high school newspaper, and then instantly it was on Breitbart. And then after it was on Breitbart, he was immediately on Fox
That's actually
News.
insane considering, like, obviously the
and
way
you
social
had,
media
I guess, a similar experience as well.
was
So
during
let's
that
start
time.
there. So you start tweeting, and you're like,
like that's genuinely a meteoric rise considering
like, feel the
steps he
burn.
skipped along the way.
Yeah, okay.
Just stupid reactionary stuff. And at first I
It's
didn't even
impossible
have my
to
photo on
replicate
there.
that kind of
And
success.
then I
He
was
was
like,
just
wait
lucky
a
to be in the
second.
right place at the right time,
This
but
will
also
fly.
the right
And so
time
then I
period.
Oh, so you were like,
I was
well,
just,
that
like,
sort of thing
anon
would have been possible. You
shitposting.
cannot do that today.
And then once I uploaded the photo and started going live on Periscope, it was over. Mike Cernovic and Jack Posobiec found me.
Okay.
And it was over.
So what, like, how? Let's go even further beyond that, though. Let's start at the beginning. Like, how did you become right wing?
So right before I started my freshman year of college, Trump had a rally on my campus, like my new campus.
Mhm.
So if you look in my photos, it'll just show a Trump rally that I'm at, and right next to Trump, and then I start college. And then I'm at Why Young Americans for Liberty, and then Turning Point, and that was it.
But how did you like develop your worldview? Like, what was it? Were you just like?
I didn't have one. I was just very impressionable, and I'm like, this seems so cool.
So so in your mind, you were like, it was more so, I want to be a part of the in group, and maybe it was like the cool frat guys or whatever, and they were all like, I guess, I don't know.
Sort
kind
of. I also
right-wing?
I went for philosophy, so I liked being like the contrarian token conservative in the philosophy class.
Classic.
Yeah. But I didn't know what I was talking about. I was talking about healthcare, and I was on my dad's plan, so.
Yeah. Okay, so you're.
I think
so
that's the
you
case for a
start
lot
your
of right-wing
ideological
conservative like
journey
influences when it
just
comes to
wanting
political
to debate
commentary. Like,
And
Yeah.
a lot of them are
wanting to be
talking from a
contrarian.
place of
That
privilege.
makes sense.
And wanting some sort of validation, because once you get in that, you have a club. My only college clubs were
Because if they
political.
want to, they can step away from any of these issues. They will never affect
And I was
them in the
homeschooled
long
in high
term.
school, so.
Oh.
They're discussing
doesn't that
things
make
that
a lot
has
more sense?
Okay, that makes so much more sense. Why did you start there? You should have started there. Yeah. That's like most of the
And
story.
people think I'm joking, but I'm like, when I was homeschooled in high school, we were in a little town in Montana where my only friend was a Mennonite lumberjack. Like, that was it. It was a town of like 250 people. So then I go to college and I'm like, oh, I'm so cool. And like, they really
Wait,
like
so
what I'm
you're
saying.
you're Jewish.
Yeah.
You're a Jew in Montana.
And
Being
Jewish
home-
Italian. So they thought we were like
Jewish
whip
Italian. You're Jewish. So that's, I don't even know which is worse, Catholic or Jewish, from the perspective
Yeah,
of
like-
like the average Montana person.
Yes, one of our neighbors was this like 80-year-old dude on oxygen who was like arguing about black people all day, and I was like, that's really racist, Jack. But
Okay.
it was very. Then I go to college. I'm like, oh, look at all these cool friends.
So I mean, that makes sense. Now, this is making a lot more, everything is clicking into place now. Now that you said you're homeschooled from Montana, and you go to college, which college do you go to?
University of Colorado in Colorado Springs, yeah.
All right, so you went to University of Colorado. Everyone's woke around you all of a sudden.
Yeah, I felt like I was being like swarmed.
Okay,
Like I must fight back.
Yeah, so you felt like they were trying to indoctrinate you.
Yes, because Charlie Kirk said to watch your professors.
Yeah.
I was like always looking for that professor watch list content.
That's crazy. I didn't know
It was
that
like
anyone
content.
that you were a whole ass nerd. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All of the Young Americans for Freedom guys are always so fucking nerdy. I feel like.
Well, I grew up with brothers too, so I
Yeah.
just played video games. Like I would do LAN parties, like LAN parties, playing
Mm.
Age of Empires till like 2 a.m. So then I go to college. I'm like, oh, I'm cool, but also
You're the only.
nerds.
You're the only girl in the
Yes.
YAF
100%,
meetups.
100%.
Were they all trying to?
Oh
go?
yeah, oh yeah. But there was all these rumors too. Like I learned a new person I slept with every day, so I was
Mhm.
like, this sucks. But also,
Well, we'll get back to that in a second because I feel like that is now. I mean, not much has changed. I feel like from Young Americans for Freedom then to the conservative media ecosystem because they do all sleep with one another.
oh
from what I
yeah,
understand. So
oh
that
yeah,
we'll,
they're all having
we'll,
sex with each other.
We'll get to that tea. We'll get to that tea in a second. But so you get out of college. You're posting. You're on
I
Periscope.
dropped out of college.
You dropped out of college
Dropped out.
for the influencer route.
Oh yeah, because I started
Okay.
dating.
Who'd you start dating?
Do you know who DC Drano is?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so he was like, mid-30s, and I was 20. I couldn't even order a legal drink yet. I drop out of school, and a month into dating, he moves me into his bunk-ass Tampa apartment.
Okay, and you were
plucks
like,
me
we're
from
living
my mother's house.
We're living the high life. DC Drano is one of the
Binder boy.
Yeah, one of the binder guys.
Yes.
Epstein binder. Wow, he's hot.
Oh no! Stop!
He's sexy.
Stop it!
Okay, so you were dating.
Yeah, nobody cared when I was dating an ugly broke man.
Okay, so this is DC Drano. Try that in a small town.
But he's like, he also cosplays. Like,
Oh, he does?
He has hands that are softer than mine, and then he will like wear this costume.
Uh-huh.
He will purposely leave mud on his truck and like scream. And he's like, people expect Drano to have mud on his truck, like just fat shit. But so then he tells me,
Sounds
he
like
like
a typical
molds me.
conservative American male, doesn't it?
20-year-old influencer. He's like, here's what you post. Here's what you hold on the signs. Like he's telling me what to write on the sign outside of the ICE detention center.
Okay, so do any of these guys like? So you were, in some ways. I mean, and I don't mean like groomed in like the legitimate way, but you were like groomed in the OG way to be
Yeah.
this like conservative.
Because I was so insecure and so pick me
correct
that I
proper
was
is conditioned
absolutely,
to be.
Yes, sir.
So they turn you into this this media demon. But what I don't understand is like, where are the true believers? Like, because from my perspective, I always
on
feel
Facebook, and they're your grandma and grandpa.
yeah, but like I feel like a lot of the younger crop of conservative influencers, like they're very clearly angling for some kind of like media opportunity. They're not real. They're not actually genuinely like I read.
No, I mean, he's right about this specifically. And I think the example I'm going to give is, on TikTok, you'll see tradwife influencers where they show you things like how they are such conservative women and they wake up at like 3 a.m. so they can make cereal from scratch from flour and wheat and whatnot for their kids before school in the oven. Like that kind of thing. That is basically fetish content. That's not real. There are no real women who do shit like that. Those are usually paid actors who are doing some ASMR-ass video where they talk about what conservative men expect women to be, basically. So it's literally just a fantasy that's being sold to them. It's like this. I feel like I'm telling a kid that wrestling is fake for the first time and explaining this. But yeah, all those tradwife influencers you see on TikTok and Instagram, they are not real. They are actors who are pretending to live a lifestyle that the conservative American right fetishized to the point where they believe women are like this, when really women like that don't actually exist. And you can see this sort of thing happen a lot in Americans. Well, to be fair, you can understand that Americans who are conservative are actually aware of this at some level, because every single time they're on dating sites, they're always looking for left-wing women because they always say they want conservative, God-fearing women who don't do degenerate shit like the left-wing liberal women with septum piercings do. And then they're all on Tinder trying to help left-wing women because they want to get their dick sucked. And conservative women that they're conditioned into being trad wives won't do that because they were hammering home at how degenerate and bad that is. So then they have to secretly go on Tinder and try and find left-wing women by hiding their political views. And this is how you know that they know that what they're preaching is not what they're practicing, and they know that it's a lie on some level.
Red Rothbard. I'm a
What
huge.
is this? This is actually saying that. This is Elon Musk's baby mama.
No, like
interviewed by
when you talk
Hassan
to them about
Piker.
the books behind them on their shelves, like none of them read them. They can't tell you anything about the books behind them on their shelves.
So it's just LARP. They're just
Yes.
fed talking points, and they're just repeating
And
those
putting
talking
mud on
points.
their trucks.
I would go so far as to say, and I hate.
I've got a great joke about this actually, and I think it's a great joke because after I made the joke, fucking Pete Hegseth proved it when he quoted Pulp Fiction by mistake instead of actually quoting the Bible. But I made a post online once where I made a list of left-wing reading materials. If you're a left-wing liberal socialist, here's the required reading, right? And I put down things like X-Men comics and, you know, A Bug's Life, all these shows and movies that have like left-wing views. And then for the right-wing reading list, I put down Bible optional. And yeah, it's just funny because it's fucking true. The right-wing reading list is literally optional and it's only one book. Whereas when it comes to the left-wing reading list, you've got things like Das Kapital, which is optional, of course, but then you've got compulsory reading like Disco Elysium, which every left-wing person must actually experience, right? I think that one is mandatory.
I mean, this is not even giving him credit at all, but like, I think that's part of the reason why Nick Fuentes has so much appeal is because he is like, he can demonstrate basic literacy and competence and a more sophisticated understanding. Like he has a worldview. I mean, he's a heinous little neo-Nazi creature, but like it is obvious that he comes from a background where he has
depending on
more
how
of
you play the game.
a genuine interest. In
If you lean in to being a crazy Robocop, then yeah, it can.
So
be.
I think that's probably probably part of the appeal. Even though I found out that it was his audience is.
You don't actually have different voices in your head
Turns out
in that game. It's just a way to represent the different aspects of the same psyche,
got
basically.
banned on Twitter.
Unless
and
you
they were
put the
coming
horrific
to me
necktie,
for
in which
help,
case you
and
do
one
have
of them calls
different
me and he has like this
personalities.
European
The
accent.
necktie
I was
being
like,
one of
wait,
them.
are you even American?
Oh,
He's
no,
like,
no, no, they're-
no, but thank you so much for helping me, Ashley. I was like, what
No.
the
Yeah, no. So on
America first, and his profile picture was like AF.
Yeah,
Like
no.
America First.
They're okay. So this is actually a really interesting thing that I didn't know was going on either. There's another guy on this platform called Asmongold. I don't know if you're familiar with him at all.
Oh,
Yeah, he is like
he like makes me shiver.
Yeah, he's like
you just know he smells.
bizarro me in every way, including hygiene and dietary habits. But his audience is mostly European, and they love LARPing as MAGA. They love that's the number one
They probably
thing.
like identify with his lack of orthodontics.
Well, it's, that might be part of it, but it's fascinating to me because because on the internet, not to sound like Mark Levin, but there are a lot of people that are not in America that are talking about American politics and presenting themselves as Americans. Sure, there's
Why is that Mark Levin though? That's just
because he always says the third world is watching Tucker Carlson. Because he says Tucker Carlson's audience is not American, which I mean could possibly be the case. I know a lot of WhatsApp onks that love Tucker Carlson.
the
Let's
WhatsApp
be
onks
real.
do love him.
Yeah, Bangladeshi WhatsApp onks are just sharing his videos all the time. But on the other side of it, it's very it's fascinating because American politics is being consumed by everyone around the world, and they're all LARPing as Americans.
Yes.
So you have the third worldist position, which obviously I'm sympathetic to, and those guys are LARPing as Americans. And
there's a good point
they're
I want to
LARPing
mention
from,
here actually that you mentioned
Why is that
here.
Mark Levin though? That's just
because he always says the third world is watching Tucker Carlson. Because he says Tucker Carlson's audience is not American, which I mean could possibly be the case. I know a lot of WhatsApp onks that love Tucker Carlson.
I mean, he's not wrong about this, right? A lot of Muslim families are very conservative, right? And a lot of conservative governments would actually have them voting for them if they weren't also fucking racist and Islamophobic. Like, if the fucking Conservative Party in the UK or Reform UK weren't so Islamophobic, a lot of Asian families in the UK would have voted for them because they do have a lot of conservative values. The reason they vote Green or Labour or any of the left-wing parties is because that's a non-Islamophobic party, and unfortunately that ends up being the deciding factor on who they vote for. They're going to vote for the one that's not being racist towards them, even if they don't even agree with any of the political views that the Green Party have. Even if they don't agree with anything the Labour Party has or the Lib Dem Party, they would have legitimately agreed more with the Conservative Party if the Conservative Party were not so fucking racist, or the Reform UK Party, which I think is hilarious. Like, legitimately, they could have won every fucking election by now if they weren't so hateful.
Like,
the
let's
WhatsApp
be
onks
real.
do love him.
Yeah, like Bangladeshi WhatsApp onks are just sharing his videos all the time. But like on the other side of it, it's very it's fascinating because like American politics is being consumed by everyone around the world, and they're all LARPing as Americans.
Yes.
So you have like the third worldist position, which obviously I'm sympathetic to, and those guys are LARPing as Americans, and then but they're LARPing from all these different parts of the world, and then a shit ton of the MAGA movement on the internet. And I don't mean just like bot accounts or accounts that like are very clearly doing propaganda. I mean like people's personal consumption in their own personal experience. Like you got a bunch of right wingers from like the Netherlands.
Yes.
Who
That's
are
like half the Groypers.
Yeah, who are dialed in on the Asmongold commentary. Who
he's not wrong. A lot of Europeans love LARPing as Americans and getting
Europe is
involved in American
falling apart.
politics.
Because
But that also makes it more, so that's why some people within the right-wing space, they like co-opting those populist movements.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really easy, and those markets are already dialed in. They love consuming American politics.
Yeah, everyone loves it. Everyone loves LARPing as an American, but it seems like they can't vote here because they're not even physically
Depends
here.
on who you ask, though.
Yeah, so we'll get to that in a second as well. We'll get to that. But okay, so you're dating DC Drano. He's a stud. I mean, look at how handsome this 3-piece suit. I mean, this is
Binder boy.
yeah. God damn. These guys. What a journey
When I
this
first
was.
started making TikToks about him, he called me for 2 hours crying. He's like, please, you know what he said? He said, please show me mercy, Ashley. That's what he said.
Wait,
On the whole
really?
call. Yeah. I was like,
Have you
mercy, I
shown
made
him-
TikToks.
Have you shown him mercy?
No.
Okay. So these guys are all, would you say that, I mean, I feel like after a certain point, like through this evolution, they do start believing their own shit though, right? Like there's gotta be, or they're not like woke.
They reached like a level of paranoia, and like there's something so weird. Like most of these guys within MAGA were total losers in like high school and college.
No.
Yeah, like but it's like a common theme, and it really sticks with them.
Uh-huh.
Like it really sticks with them. Like that's what they talk about when they're sad at night.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know why it's a common theme, but it's like this is their redemption now. He's like, I'm cool. Everyone loves straight.
But they're not.
No.
And they're, do they recognize that? They must, right? Because I feel like this was a big grievance for Donald Trump too. Like something that animates Donald Trump is the fact that he never got mass appeal or broad appeal from liberal intelligentsia. He grew up in New
Yes.
York.
Palm
and
Beach didn't want him.
Yeah.
That's why he started Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
They're like, he's too weird and blunt.
Yeah, and he's rude. He's a slumlord, and he
He's
was
white
too.
trash.
Yeah, he was nouveau riche. He was too gauche. Like he wasn't old money. So the New York elite never saw him as one of their own, and I think that's what a lot of that, resentment. That's where a lot of this resentment comes from. And I feel like there's a different version of that within the conservative.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm going to
influencer
rename
space.
everything after me. You're never
Yeah.
going to be able to not look at me. I'm going to be on your bridges, at your airports. I don't
Yeah.
understand how the Republicans don't think that's crazy. Because I get it,
it's
like
a cult.
they can
I
say
think
I'm
on some
coming
level they
from a
must
place of
recognize it,
spite
but they
or
don't want
whatever,
to speak up
scorn the
about
woman.
it.
But I don't know how they look at all of this, and they don't think it's insane, objectively.
I mean, the craziest thing is like, Republicans hate, at least if there's one consistent principle that Republicans are supposed to hate, it's like wasting taxpayer money, right?
Yes.
Like small government. I hate when the government is stealing from me in the form of taxes. Donald Trump's $1.8 billion like slush fund that he cultivated, he created after basically becoming the president and then suing himself was like, I mean, that's the clearest example of just like stealing money from the American taxpayer to pay whoever he wants.
Yes.
And with this like unaccountable entity. And if they don't even get mad at that, I don't know what they can get mad at. I mean, they're just cucked. I think they're unbelievably cucked.
I think a lot of them just don't want to admit that they were
have
wrong
no
for voting for
spine.
it.
Nobody wants to stand up
Because
for
they made
anything.
it
They don't
such a
want to
big
lose
part
their
of the
cushy
personality.
positions. They don't want to
put it
lose
on their trucks,
their job in
and have the signs on their homes.
Yeah.
To now admit they were
but we
wrong
see
for
that
voting
with,
for him,
like,
something that they never want to have to
what's
acknowledge.
his face? Well, not Thomas Massey was consistent, so I do give him credit for that. But the other guy, Bill Cassidy, who just got ousted because Donald Trump.
You mean Hassan? Because Ian Miles Chung did the same thing, and Elon Musk was so upset by that he unfollowed Ian for that.
Didn't lose her primary.
Yeah.
Who was on the Epstein.
Elon Musk was upset by the fact
Bill
that
Cassidy
his
wasn't even on the
baby
Epstein
mama,
thing. It was an
Kathy
older
Sinclair,
man.
has
It was
better
James
chemistry with
stuff,
Hassan.
right?
Like
And
Hassan spent
he
more
wanted to
time with
punish
Elon's
him,
family
and then
than
all of a
Elon
sudden,
has.
the moment that he knows
Because he's also done streams with Vivian
he doesn't
Jenner
have to
Wilson.
worry about re-election, he comes out and actually votes on the war
Meanwhile,
powers
Elon's family did not
And
want to
it's
spend
like,
any time
so
with
you
him
know
at all
that this
Christmas
was
Day.
bad from the
He was
start,
begging
and you're just a
Epstein
piece
to
of
visit
shit.
the island.
Isn't that shittier than just
At
not
9
doing
in the
anything at
morning.
all? You're like, oh,
No, I mean, I'm still happy that there's a spoiler in the Republican side, but it's just like very frustrating that these guys, when they don't have anything to lose, only then do they openly admit that this stuff is awful.
I don't know. Having nothing to lose is a superpower, though. I will say.
Well, on the Democratic Party side, unfortunately, it plays the exact opposite role, and that's why you have the likes of Jared Golden, I believe, who's
like a few of my memes on Threads,
constantly
which is a flex.
So cool.
Yeah, he's the one who's
The fact that she likes some of my
constantly
posts.
stopping.
Next
He's
step,
the
they need to get her
lone
to follow
vote
me.
usually that allows the Republicans to not get punished in any way, shape, or form, like in the War Powers Resolution. So like the Democrats and the Republicans work in this like inverse manner, where the Democrats that have nothing to lose will always be the one spoiler vote that will go and caucus with the Republicans, and then the Republicans that are the Republicans with nothing to lose will be the spoilers for the Democrats.
Can we get my ex-boyfriend off screen?
Oh yeah, sure. Well,
I was
we're
listening.
gonna
I
move,
was listening,
we're gonna move
but like
on.
you're
We're gonna
making
move
me-
on to other ex-boyfriends in a second.
No.
So.
Okay, wait. You have to open my gift.
Oh yeah, you got me a gift.
Yeah.
Where is?
Well,
It's right
there's
here.
Pastries too. There's Greek pastries like baklava too.
Oh my god.
Before he does unbox that, what I'm going to do, because there's going to be an ad in just a minute, I'm going to drop a quick BRB, I'm going to let the ad play, and I'll be back in just a minute so we can watch the rest of this uninterrupted. So I'll be back in just a moment. Be right back. Be right back. Around 62% of all players serve. But why? This is me playing on a fucking controller on the PC with one hand, right? People are like, oh, you gotta use keyboard and mouse, the aim is so superior. Motherfucker. This is me kicking 62% of you right in the ass. Using only one hand and a controller. Let me activate this first. One, two, three. Do you know what? Summon a second one. Why not? I think this is me winning. Yes. And same for you. If he hit me with a cold by the grave, then I would.
Connor Worlds asked me, Swastika Master, what a disaster. Can you explain the difference between Roman salute and Nazi salute? Oh, absolutely. The Roman salute is this thing where you extend your arm out straight with your palm facing down. Think of it as an ancient gesture of respect. The Nazi salute on the other hand, was twisted into a symbol of hatred and was accompanied by Heil Hitler. I did a totally innocent Roman salute, but hey, the Nazis saluted back. So misunderstandings happen, right? Just ask my Teslas. They misunderstand road boundaries all the time.
Amazing.
Expression shifts rapidly as he looks at the notepad window and the contents within, followed by a moment of pure silent panic where the realization probably hit that he may have just ruined his life. Yet, in a move that baffled everyone watching, he didn't.
I mean, based on previous experience with streamers, what should have ended their entire career, I think what's going to happen here is he's going to go from Twitch to Kick, and he's going to end up having a career there instead. That's what happened with Dr. Disrespect and like literally every other streamer, Miss Kiff, who's ever had an allegation against them. So no, his career is not over. He's just going to sidestep over to Kick, because Kick is like a fucking susshead. Ultimately, the saddest part about this whole situation is the fact that I put more thought into my words about the death of Charlie Kirk than Donald Trump did when he told someone else to use an AI prompt to generate the video he posted. For those of you that know, there's a video posted of Donald Trump doing like a eulogy for Charlie Kirk, and it's very clearly AI. Either he did it in one take and got someone to fix it in AI afterwards, or it was just completely generated in AI, because it's very glitchy. And you can see like jump cuts and things moving, like he'll move his hand and like the tree behind him also moves along with it, which is like actually insane. Oh, thank you for that one. I can't believe they're stoning me to death.
Is this the Bible? Why are they stoning
I was about to say, yeah. I know I look like Jesus, but...
Yeah, there's something ironic about it, isn't there?
Pull the lever, Kronk! You got me by surprise there. Congratulations on being first today, Sanix. If you truly want to see more empathy in the world, even for people like Charlie Kirk, and I don't think he's above this as well, he could have been someone that would be receiving empathy and thoughts and prayers from people at university, right? You have to be willing to share empathy for others yourself. It's a two-way street, and you can't just demand it from others when you've never shown an ounce of it. When you've never shown an ounce of it for them. It's like a social contract, right? It goes both ways. Ranked higher than 62% of all players server-wide. This is me playing on a fucking controller on the PC with one hand, right? People are like, oh, you gotta use keyboard and mouse, the aim is so superior. Motherfucker, this is me kicking 62% of you right in the ass using only one hand and a controller.
I think it's everything going on. It's brutal. There's nothing good about it. But I do try to see the silver linings of this. Now, whenever my girlfriend gets mad at me, I accuse her of anti-Semitism.
See, this is how you do comedy. Ricky Gervais learned from this.
Surely that can't work because your girlfriend's Jewish. They get a solution to that too. I go, you're a self-hating Jew.
See, this is how you do comedy. This is how you do edgy comedy specifically. Whereas Ricky Gervais gets on stage and talks about being cancelled on Twitter every single fucking act and then does something transphobic. Like, he would never have the balls to do a joke or a comedy set like that. Your taste. It's why I think it's stupid. Like, legitimately, if there's ever any product out there made with AI that you want, like I've seen people buying like AI mouse pads with artwork on them. Legitimately, at that point, if you're
so bad. I would buy this guy. I hate this guy.
Oh, the goth dude, right?
I hate this guy.
This edgy motherfucker.
Actually pisses me off.
He's the kind of guy that come up to you if you're wearing a band t-shirt and ask you to name 10 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I poster. I return, and I'm gonna watch the rest of this interview with Ashley St. Clair. Hassan did. Let's play. Let's play. Yeah?
That's Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. You got me so much.
They
what
look
the
so
hell?
good.
New
It's a
York-
really good bakery. Pie
New York
Bakery.
Bakery?
Shout out to Pie Bakery.
Whoa. This is
They're
crazy.
so good.
You're trying to fatten me up.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
I like them a little fat.
Okay. True. Well, thank you so much.
You're
what
welcome.
else? What else? What is this?
This is a hoodie.
You got me a hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. Oh God, what's gonna be in this hoodie? This is gonna be. Let's see.
You ready? Are you ready, chat?
Oh God. Oh no. I'm not even gonna see it first. Chat's gonna see it before I do.
Oh, it's one of those fucking cringe hoodies. I'm not a stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up.
I've been sent by Benjamin Netanyahu to get his Twitter account banned.
This is. Oh my God.
I mean, he's a better dad to Elon's kids than
that's
Elon
crazy.
has been.
That's
You
crazy.
like it? It's pretty comfy.
I love it. Thank you so much.
It's comfy, even though you're not a hoodie guy anymore.
No, I'm not.
What
I'm
is
a-
with the?
I'm a
I mean,
suit
you
guy
look
now.
Oh, dude, I love that
So,
Path of Exile stream he
I
did.
keep
That
getting
screenshot of
clicked on
him with
Fox
someone in
News.
chat telling that he's gonna die
And
alone.
I thought
One of the best things I've ever
I would
seen.
be more appealing to the grandmothers
Imagine
and
the world's
grandfathers
richest
that are
man, but
watching
also
if
the
I'm
world's
in a
biggest
suit
loser
while
at
they
the same
clip me.
fucking time.
And it's worked so far.
You're whitewashing yourself.
Yes, I'm trying to.
I
I'm
see.
trying to do
Okay.
I'm trying to do that to the best of my ability, and it's been working though because I keep hearing from people that like their grandparents will be like, "Who's this Hassan guy?" I keep hearing about it. What a handsome fellow he is, and it's like, it works.
You know, my mom, every time I do shows, she's like, "Oh, I love that person," like all the left winger, even Kyle Kalinske. And then I was
What do you
like,
mean even? That's my goat. That's the dark
he's
wing.
a little vulgar, whatever.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'm going on Hassan's stream." She goes, "That'll be fun." She's like, "That'll be fun," but it's fine.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
She's probably watching. No, you're
Um,
not allowed to say hi to my mom. Don't talk to my mom.
Wait, why not?
Because.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Mama St. Clair. Is that what it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah,
is that
it
your?
confuses people. They're like, "Oh, that's not a Jewish name." I'm like, "My dad is French."
Okay.
Oh, you know what I found out afterwards too? That you have beef with Suzanne Lambert.
Yeah, I don't really know her at all, but she's like, she doesn't
I was
like
so
me.
confused to hear that though, because I didn't get that from talking to her. Like, she didn't say, "Oh yeah, I hate Hassan," and said
This is like a random.
he shocked his dog.
Yeah, she was
I
like
like the fact that the reason he started wearing the suit as well was because Fox News are constantly playing clips of his stream and showing him to their audience. So he thought if he dressed really nice in the way that conservative white people dress,
I first of all,
like, you know, they're gonna see clips of this man dressed really nice saying things that they might actually end up agreeing with.
Because of ideological differences. I think a lot of people grab onto
I
whatever
love that
drama
Fox News
they
are actually
can when
paying
they have
people to
a
watch all this
disagreement
shit. Like,
with
bro,
me
I'll
on
fucking do it for
my
free.
worldview. But instead of addressing our disagreements, they will just like, you know, slander or lean in and farm the algorithm.
Yeah, because she
And-
was surprised that I was like, they're scared of Hassan.
Hassan is
on
actually
the
currently
right.
dating a
Yeah.
streamer called
'Cause you can
Valkyrie,
capture,
so
like,
he's
the
probably
male
not banging
audience
Ashley
that they
St. Clair, but
Yeah. But that's also
it would be
part
so
of the reason
fucking
why I
funny
don't
if
like
he did, because Elon
they
would be
think
so
I'm too
upset by
vulgar,
that,
I'm
because
too
Elon
boring.
hasn't
Like,
even
there's
banged
a lot of
Ashley St. Clair.
liberals who disagree with my
He got her pregnant
worldview.
through IVF because his
But then
dick
there's
doesn't
also
work
a
because
lot
of a
of
fucking
people
botched penis
on that
implant.
side that also find me to be.
So Elon has never actually
But
banged
also,
Ashley St.
from
Clair.
what I've seen, and again,
Hassan
like, I'm
did it. I
not
think
on
that would
Twitter, so I
genuinely
don't
fucking
see
upset
as much
him.
of it anymore. I always see them regurgitating like the same few clips of you, and I feel like if you're live every day for that long, like there should be more. You know, like if they
Yeah.
can only pull up like a few
I mean, there is
clips.
more. There is, and I will keep creating more clips as well
Yeah.
because it's impossible for me to talk about politics in a contentious environment with real-time feedback with people who are like actively coming in here to you know start shit who are
Do
way
you get a
with an-
lot of that? People coming in to your chat for that?
I have an army of like hate watchers as well that like sit in Discord servers, and they literally all they do every day is stalk me, my family, my loved
Yeah, they do
ones,
that to me too.
and then
It's like mostly on Reddit for me though.
yeah, it's mostly on Reddit for me as well. But they're in Discord servers, they're all over Reddit, they're all over Twitter, and they'll just they'll wait for an opportunity to clip something out of context, and they'll just like negatively frame it, and because I think people have gotten way dumber.
Problem is, right?
Fucking
Anyone can then just go watch the actual stream and see the whole thing in context and realize, oh, it's
Like,
just
they really
been
like junk food
fucking
information.
very
they don't
specifically
consume
skewed to
actual
make
media.
people
Even
think
the
a
right
certain
wing,
way
like, they
about it.
hardly actually
I think it's
read
so
full
stupid that
articles.
people are doing
They're
that
just like headline
after literal
consumers.
years
And I
of
think a lot of people are, but
being
like primarily
unsuccessful
with
with
the
any
right
of these
wing,
attempts
they don't-
because
they
everyone
don't
can just
read.
watch the
Like,
whole
they're
stream and see
sequestered
the actual
to
context.
Fox News and even
But
that.
we
it's
live in a
like
time where it's
the
impossible to
digital
click someone
clips
out
that
of
they'll
context
pull
now
out.
because the streams and VODs exist.
But if everyone,
As
if the
actual
entire
records of the
market is
actual
like
content,
that,
and
then it
anyone
doesn't
who
matter
does
what the
share a
truth
clip
is,
of
right?
someone
Like, and
being clipped
that's
out of context
kind of how
instantly
I
gets ratioed by someone posting the full clip.
that's the drama I find myself in with
Sorry, Sue.
regular
Hello. Yes,
frequencies,
I am
is, like,
a
if there's
very
enough
socialist,
appetite
woke person.
for negative framing,
And I do enjoy watching some
and I
streams
do
from
have
time to time. He's done a lot of really good
obviously, like,
content.
ideological
He does a lot of
opponents.
really good stuff, like when he records things like
there's a good market for
protest.
churning
When we
out this
spoke
kind
to
of
the
content.
LA fire
Yeah.
department people
But I mean,
who were
it
doing.
is what it is. It's
like,
a,
you know,
it's a
the
part of
from
the
people who were doing it from the
business, I
prisons,
guess.
right?
So,
How
you know, that and the death.
how
threats,
little
you
they're
just have to
compensated for
figure
the amount of
out.
shit they had to go through.
You just have to figure
He's
out.
done a
really
lot of genuinely
dedicated
good
to
like
it. And they will
journalism and
pull
covered a lot
out
of good
things like
stuff.
fragment information to make these conspiracies, and I'm like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is.
I know people have problems with him, and yeah, he does say things that are out of pocket and get banned for it every now and again. But I think overall he
you
does a
should-
lot of good.
My policy is don't even address it.
Which is
I
unfortunately
gave
something
up
you
on
can't say for a lot of people like
Sometimes
Aspen.
I like it though, because I like being a little cunty sometimes.
Okay, that's good.
But this interview he's been doing with
I like
Ashley St.
fighting
Clair
with
has
them.
genuinely been
But
quite
before we
interesting.
were talking about Suzanne Lambert and like clip culture, what were we discussing? So you all right? So you're done with DC
I
Dre now.
appreciate the follow. Thank you very much for
I don't
that.
know what happens there, but you guys.
He
are
had
dating
a
at certain
secret
point.
sleepover with Anna Paulina Luna, and they claim nothing happened.
So they all f around, right?
So they say nothing happened, and I'll stipulate to that, though.
What do you mean?
Right?
What do you mean a
I'll-
sleepover?
okay, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I will stipulate to their version of events that they did not f each other. However, it's really weird.
But she's a rep now, right? She's a
Yes,
United States
she's
representative.
in Congress, and so it's not just me though. Like all of his exes say the same thing. We've unionized. We have a group chat. I've never had so many exes in a group chat, and I was in a harem. So, and they all have the same story. But I was out of town, and then I come back, and there's a face mask in our shared bathroom. Which was weird because I had already moved to the guest room because he was annoying the shit out of me. And I'm like, whose face mask is this? And he's like, oh, I thought it was yours. I would never use something that cheap. Who was here? And he's like, it was Anna, but she was just staying here because she's moving to the district to carpetbag because she was living, I think, in Washington at the time.
What the? Wait.
And like, she will call him in the middle of the night being like, oh, look at the sky, look at the star, like, weird. The whole situation is weird. And then I talked about this on my TikTok, and you know what the next thing she does is?
What?
Mind you, I'm saying that she was obsessed with my ex-boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
The next thing she does is post a video of Elon with 15 sparkle emojis. I'm like, you're one weird bitch. Like, that's the way you respond to me saying you're
So you think-
obsessed
Like fucking
with
high
my
school
love
behavior.
seconds.
So you think she's like
Over
she's
Elon
going
Musk
after
of all
the
people.
people that you've hooked up with?
I think she's just a weird bitch. She would say that she had like premonitions and visions, and her and Rogan would like take this as fact. And these people
What?
are in our government.
I was about to say, why? There's so many of them though. The
She
Navy
said
secretary.
that his ex-wife had a rotten spiritual smell. Like, just, they're weird. They're really weird.
Yeah, I mean, even Tucker Carlson has that as well. Like
The demons?
He's talked about being possessed by demons, like, or he was sleeping one time and he like woke up with scratches all over him or something. What the f is that? Why are so many people like? I've never had an experience.
Fucking, it happens to me all the time. So I think I do have a demon that is definitely doing it, and it's basically just my cat who likes to attack feet in the middle of the night when he gets zoomies at 3 a.m. And maybe that's just the case for Tucker Carlson as well. Maybe he's got a cat that gets zoomies at 3 a.m. I don't know. I don't know how he went straight to, oh, I'm being possessed by a demon.
It's like that. Am I missing out?
Maybe the demon is what's making them say occasionally out-of-pocket left-wing things that some people are agreeing with.
Or do they genuinely believe it?
I don't know. We need more clout with God.
No, but I mean, seriously, like, does that give them more legitimacy in this movement when they say unhinged, crazy shit? Does
With
that
some
beef
people,
up
I
their-
guess, because her whole thing is like pretending like she has more info on like the JFK files and aliens than she does. Like, she's just a weird bitch. She was
Okay.
pretending to be Jewish for a minute, and then it came out that her grandfather's a Nazi.
Oh my god. Okay.
They were
we have
calling
to
her
talk
the
about
new
that.
George Santos.
We have to talk about this.
That's fucking weird. Imagine trying to co-opt an identity that you fucking oppressed earlier on in your bloodline. That's really fucking... Oh my god. I think that's probably the worst example of cultural appropriation I've ever seen.
We have talked about this a little bit. I have some
I'm
friends.
surprised that wasn't a bigger
that I've
fucking
discussed
deal,
this
because this is the
with,
first I've heard about that.
not just yourself, that put me on.
I knew about this earlier, I
journey
would have made so many fucking
where I
jokes about
found
it.
out that a lot of conservative commentators who aren't Jewish actually LARP as though they
You know who
are.
else did that? Rogan, DC Drano. I have a photo of him at the fucking ball. He's rapping. He's wrapped up.
Okay, are they?
He's also, Joe Rogan's also fucking admitted previously, when he used to, before he did his podcast, he was a stand-up comedian, and he had a set where he talked about a girl who did pornography at the age of like 16 that he apparently watched and was a big fan of. Like, that's what the whole comedy set is about. So yeah, Joe Rogan is 100% a pedophile. We were talking about Joe Rogan. So this is actually St. Clair. This is Elon Musk's baby mama. I'm not using the word ex. I don't think anyone is, because Elon never actually slept with her. He got her pregnant through IVF because in case you don't know, Elon's dick doesn't work because he had a really bad penis implant. So most of his kids now are through IVF. But they're talking about how a lot of conservative people pretend to be Jewish when they aren't. And apparently Joe Rogan is one of those people. And I'm just bringing up the fact that Joe Rogan is a pedophile because he has confessed to watching child pornography as part of a stand-up comedy routine he used to do before he had a podcast. Sorry, I know that's a bit of a tangent I went on, but I managed to connect all the points together to get to it.
Are they?
Yeah, Ashley St. Clair, she used to be a right-wing conservative influencer, but now she's gone woke.
or something.
No, they're like claiming
And
to
she's
be Jewish,
really
like, Rogan
right-wing,
would go
as in
around
like
telling
fucking
people
had
he was
Elon
Jewish,
Musk's
like,
baby.
that his grandmother was
right
all
wing.
this stuff. But then he has like
And now she's
Christian
spitting all the tea about the
tattoos. He's like
conservative
Jewish
people
when he needs
and all
to
the
be, and then
conservative
he's Christian
influences.
when he needs to be. Like he
What
did
is
it
that?
to get
What
like
the
PragerU deals.
What the f- is that? It's like what the.
This is legitimately the fucking worst case of, like I said earlier, cultural appropriation. Imagine pretending to be Jewish when your grandfather was a Nazi. I'm surprised she didn't get cancelled harder for that one.
It's the reverse of what Nazis do. Like, you know how like Nazis will be like, oh, here's a list of all the media executives, and then they'll be like, and they're all Jewish, and then you look at the list and you're like, wait a minute, those people aren't Jewish, and then there's an asterisk next to their
Yes.
name, and it's like suspected Jew. So
Did
like,
you ever see Danny's video where he's like, I'm the guy who finds the Jews and all the things?
I think I know who you're talking about.
So good.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the guy.
So, but like, so what is that about? Why are they just like LARPing
So
as though they're Jewish?
before October 7th, it used to be like more cool. Like that's how you would get a PragerU deal. That's how you get more deals.
By being Jewish?
Yeah. Oh, PragerU.
I mean, at the time, I guess Ben
Well,
Shapiro
okay.
was literally
Like,
like, the
hell
biggest
yeah.
right-wing conservative
Let's go,
influencer,
Rogan. You
right?
get a sit down now.
There's a
I imagine
You
being
get more
pretending to be
Jewish
Jewish must have been something they
donors,
always
you
did
get
to try and
more-
get
might
in with the
literally
Daily
be
Wire.
an intelligence cutout
Back when
if
it was
we're
still
being
relevant.
real. So it's not, and not the American one. I mean,
Yeah.
they have deep ties with
Yeah.
the Israeli
It used
government.
to be very beneficial to be like, I'm Jewish, or I've been to a Shabbat dinner, which by the way, Shabbat Shalom.
Oh yeah. Wait, is it? Oh, it's technically.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. You're right. So I guess in some way, what are they?
There's a Jewish influencer I follow called Chef Tova, and she does a lot of content with a Muslim influencer called Zara. And I genuinely really fucking love the content they do together. Like, there's this one video they did where, obviously they're not supposed to do anything like turn on a light switch on, you know, the Sabbath, right? And a lot of Jewish people, what they do is they'll ask someone else to do the things for them so they don't have to break that rule. And they did a video where, like, you know, they were talking about how it's a loophole to get Zara to do things for her instead by asking her to do it so she doesn't break that rule. And then they, all right, cool, what if we went to a casino and started gambling, but I do it for you so you're not breaking any rules? I thought that was a really fucking clever way to illustrate that little cognitive dissonance between, you know, the whole using loopholes to do things that you're not supposed to do.
The Scoys.
They do a lot of really fucking
Yeah,
good content.
they're-
I do recommend both of
Shabbos
them.
Goys of the right.
So, that's a very strange thing. There are some very high-profile people
Wait, let me find the photo of Rogan pretending to rap the
whose Judaism has been called into question, and I genuinely am afraid of saying this person's name because I just am afraid of the way she looks. So I'm not going to say
Jigsaw?
it. Okay.
You know, Ozempic was the worst thing to happen to her because it just like made that situation so much worse.
Wait, she's on Ozempic? I feel like was she
You
even,
think she lost that weight through hard work?
was she fat? I don't even know.
I don't think she lost that weight through hard work.
I didn't even
Absolutely
realize she
not.
was. I have never.
She used to be a little chunky monkey.
Oh. Okay. Well, I only remember Laura Loomer talking to that one like.
You named her.
Yes, I did. Well, you said Jigsaw. It's out already. But yes, Laura Loomer has a high school yearbook photo, and I don't know if it's like doctored or not, but she's wearing a cross in the high school yearbook photo. And there's suspicion
Milo
that she's
has a
not.
video of her like being taught to draw a Star David. Did you ever see that?
No, I also am not, I don't know any of these. I know of these people and I very actively stay away from them because they freak me out and they gross me out. But
wait, where is it?
But yeah, from what I understand, and also make sure you don't show your phone onto.
There's him pretending to rap.
Of this, which
Like
I'm
you would think
genuinely
about, like,
very
the second
thoroughly
rap,
enjoying.
you'd be like, this is a bad idea.
So when you said, since Rogan wanted to out himself as a subject of my TikTok, here's how far this man went pretending to be Jewish for business deals on the paid trips to Israel. He's not even Jewish, though I'm sure you can still find his old tweets claiming to be when it was good for business. He also says, I'm just attacking America First Patriots when only one of us took paid trips to Israel. He's as much
I was
Jewish.
offered too.
He's as much Jewish as Elizabeth Warren is Native American. His brother allegedly said they have like 1% Jewish heritage, and he is not, nor has he ever been practicing. Whatever my mental health issues, I ain't doing whatever the hell this is. Pretend to be someone you're not is why your marriage lasted less than a year. He then went around smearing his ex-wife, who's literally the nicest girl ever, as a gold digger. I genuinely have no idea why these people outed themselves when I use fake names, and this right here isn't even any personal relationship tea for me. His Jew cosplay is public. That's crazy. I thought they just like go and, kiss the wall and do the tefillin to just be like, see,
You can't do tefillin unless you're Jewish. Before they rap it, they're like, are you Jewish?
Oh, I didn't
Yes.
know that.
So that's why I'm saying by the
That's
second
kind
rap,
of a bummer
you think
because
it
I
would be
always
like,
thought
damn.
it was such a cool. I think it looks cool. It's like you're like Spartan.
I mean, we could work something out.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had to be Jewish to do tefillin.
Yeah, they ask you. They're like, "Are you Jewish?" So he had to
Yeah, but
tell
the wall
that guy yes.
wall kissing is
They
not.
follow up by saying,
'cause
"Are you
I
sure you're
know
Jewish?"
there's who are definitely not Jewish who are kissing the wall. So that's not. That's
Mike
more.
Huckabee's probably there right now.
Yeah, Mike Huckabee makes out with the wall, but that's just his own personal. I've said this before. I think Mike Huck. Okay, let me hear your
His
perspective on
daughter's
this.
really nice though. Like Sarah is really not like a nice person. Like okay, politics aside, she was very nice. Why do you
Hard
not
for
like
me
her?
to- hard for me to. I don't like any Republican.
Okay, but like just seeing her with her kids, like she was super nice.
Yeah.
And when you're
She
with some of
literally-
these people
She
personally,
literally legalized child labor in her state as the
What?
governor. Yes.
okay, I haven't paid attention. Okay, look,
So,
I'm already gonna be
for
canceled.
me, it's like I don't really care about how they are in the real world or in
How
their
did she legalize child labor?
they just signed it into law. State legislature
Okay, I'm
lowered
just talking about
restrictions.
personally because some of these people. Oh my god. The rumor is she got 2 nose jobs and she still looks the way she does.
Laura Loomer, I believe in quiet, listening to others, and always keeping an open mind and different
No,
opinions.
no, that's not. No.
Yeah.
wow.
And she has a cross. She has a cross on. Well, what happened is like when she went to college, she was already an operative. Where she tried to start an ISIS fan club. I think she was working with James O'Keefe, right? Chat, correct me on this if I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, she was a James O'Keefe
She tried
operative.
to start an ISIS fan club?
Yes, and she got expelled. Because like her whole point was like, oh,
That's
these guys
interesting.
love Muslims so much, like they're gonna let me start an ISIS fan club. And so she petitioned to start an ISIS fan club, and the college was like, no. What the you're expelled for trying to
I mean, I
start
guess
an
this
ISIS
is the
fan club.
confirmation that she was
And
always a real big
so
fucking
it
idiot.
backfired on her. And then she just only doubled down her entire, like, she's the only person I know that's been banned from every app for being Islamophobic.
And then she doubled down and locked herself to Twitter headquarters.
Yeah, that was awesome. And now she's won, though.
I feel like people should just spam this in her comments, like anytime she posts anything. Like, this is all that needs to be said to her.
Yeah, but what's crazy about this legendary Huckabee child labor photo?
It's my meme folder.
What's crazy about it is that I first knew about Laura Loomer because she had this clip going around, right? And this is
Someone said, I think being too ugly can radicalize.
Yeah, look, this is the famous clip, right? This is the famous clip.
Oh, with Mike Ma.
I don't know who that is, but he's...
So he was on Milo's tour.
Okay, so he's...
This was during like
Milo
Yiannopoulos tour days.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I've not heard from him in like...
Yeah, but he saw. Oh my God. Here, this is the famous clip. Well, I have the issue of nuclear cringe warning here. I know you guys in this community have seen this clip many times. Have you ever seen this clip?
It's really
Oh,
bad.
you've seen this clip.
It's really bad.
Okay, here it is.
So good, you're like beautiful.
Thank you.
You're like an Aryan degenerate goddess.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. You're Aryan too.
I know, I'm Jewish.
You're Aryan too. And she goes, look at his head. His head cocks. As soon as she says, no, I'm Jewish.
I know, but I'm Jewish.
Like, what's up? Was he gonna f her if she was Aryan?
I
Like,
told you, you used to get like clout for being Jewish back in the conservative days.
Yeah. Okay. There's gonna be
OG
echo
MAGA
chat.
days.
Shut the f up.
Wait,
yes.
is there echo?
Yeah. There's gonna be echo because we're listening to the video.
It's okay. Because you're such a cutie. Don't mess my hair. God damn it. Fix it. Fix my hair.
If a man ever recoiled like that when I touched his hair, I would literally never show my face ever again.
Yeah. I think Laura Loomer doesn't have any setbacks on or self-restraint.
That is
She has
really
no shame.
embarrassing.
That's her superpower.
I think Trump called her to wish her a happy birthday. I think it's her birthday.
Wait, today's her birthday?
I think so. I don't know.
What
Maybe I'm
the
spreading information, but I think today is her birthday.
Loomer's downfall, this was back in 2018, and she's up now, so it doesn't matter. But Loomer's downfall is funny because she started out as an O'Keefe rat and had her career peak at Muslim bashing Twitter asshole, best known for getting blackout drunk and hitting on a Nazi. Yeah, except she won. Like, this was
Like you
in
gotta give her
2018.
respect for that. Like she won't.
I
die.
don't want to give her respect
Like,
for that.
She won't go away.
I think, I mean, I think
a
she
bad
is,
rash.
in many respects, like the perfect political operative for how bad things have gotten for our times. And that's the reason why her career keeps advancing. In spite of the realities that she is an insane person, like demonstrably insane
Yeah,
person.
she's just like the thug they use.
But like, she has no redeeming qualities. She has none. She has no redeeming
No.
qualities. She's not hot.
No.
Like, and the only reason why I bring that up is because like,
that should not be the first option.
no, but like my point is, Trump obviously cares about that, right? Like Trump cares about the physical
I don't
appearance.
know. Have you seen Mar-a-Lago?
No,
It's
but
like a very
but in
specific
Trump's
brand.
inner circle, like if you look at some of the people that he hires, like he either hires for loyalty or he does care about like the way that people around him are perceived, like their physical appearances.
Yes, that would be accurate.
And Laura Loomer is hard to look at. Why do you think he hates his sons? I think it's literally because they're ugly as shit. They're losers, but also they're ugly as shit. And I think Trump hates that. You don't think so? That's why he loves Ivanka.
That makes sense.
Like
she's very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah,
But I think
also
he likes
is in
Ivanka
with the-
too much.
Yeah, that's true. But she's also in with the liberal in crowd, right?
She's like very popular in Hollywood.
Yeah. And I think Trump loves that because that's all he wanted. Like if let's say I wanted to play in the NBA, okay? And then I mean, I was never going to be able to do that.
If they gave you an offer right now, would you do it?
I mean, yes, but I would never be able to do that because I'm dog shit. But my point is, let's say I want to play in the NBA. I marry a WNBA player, okay? And then 2 of my kids are ass. They're like, for some weird reason, they're like 5'3", okay? And then the one child I have is like 6'10". I'm going to care about that child. And for Trump, Ivanka is the child that made it to the NBA because she got in with the liberal intelligentsia, with the in crowd, with the Hollywood people. That's all Trump ever cared about. That was his major gripe. So his next of kin.
Pretty much,
was,
I think like
you know,
the cameo he
famous-
had in Home Alone 2 is probably the peak of his career. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. So
the reason that actually Trump is in Home Alone 2 at all is because when a lot of movies, and this is the reason why Richard Branson was in Iron Man 2 as well. You'll occasionally see a billionaire in the background, like Elon Musk was in that same movie as well. I think it's because when movie studios want to film on a specific location owned by a rich person, and they need to get permit to film there because they need obviously to insure it and so on. A lot of the time the billionaire will be like, right, cool, we'll let you do it, but you gotta let me be in the scene. And what ends up happening is they'll film a scene with that guy, whoever it is, Richard Branson, Donald Trump, whatever, and then they'll just cut it from the final cut of the movie and not actually use it. And apparently this happened to Trump all the fucking time. Home Alone 2 was the only movie that did not cut Trump's cameo. So Trump actually cameoed in a lot of movies because a lot of the buildings and stuff that he owned would be hired out to be used as locations for filming on. And obviously Trump wanted to be in those movies, but every single movie basically cut him from it, apart from Home Alone 2, which is why he's in it.
Anyway, yeah, Trump is a looks maxer. Well, he can't looks max himself, but he's a looks maxer for the people around him.
Is everybody looking nice and handsome and thin?
So we got Laura Loomer here talking about how she's.
Are you trying to get me like attacked?
I mean, you're on this broadcast. You're gonna get attacked no matter what, and I'm gonna get attacked. So we're in this together.
Why are you gonna get attacked?
Why am I gonna get attacked? What do you mean? Laura Loomer talks about trying to get me deported every day. She genuinely will.
She could actually succeed at
I'm
that.
an American citizen, so that would be like, that would be such
Weren't
a
like half of the people that went to El Salvador.
yes, but the constitutional crisis that would create is far too large for the Trump administration to invoke when they don't have the popular approval to be able to lean into that kind of thing at this point. I think it is a genuine concern. It's something that I think about, but you know, I always used to tell my audience, like, I'm the last in the line. By the time they get to someone like myself, if they're denaturalizing someone like myself, a high-profile media figure too, like who is an American citizen who lived here as a taxpayer,
and then they
that
came to
means
the
everyone
stream
else
and
is
I did
already
not
in
speak up
camps,
because
you know?
I have 3 average
So,
viewers and I'm not a big streamer.
I don't worry about it too much.
I think that's how the poem goes, right?
On Instagram recently when you got like reinstated on Facebook was so hot. Like, I appreciate it. So hot.
I'm gonna grab my coffee.
All right, people want to put me in a gas chamber.
I think this is me on you, but it's okay. It's okay. I feel like that's sometimes.
You're just jealous because I got big tits and
Oh my god.
Yes!
No.
Yes, that's what it is. You got it.
Did you ever see the photos of her as a nurse?
No.
She's like in this like slutty nurse costume.
Oh no.
I think she gets mad at like the hot e-girls because she tried so hard and people were still like, no, it's not gonna work.
I mean, yeah, at some point you gotta give up. Like, why? Just be true to yourself.
And I feel bad because I felt bad for her at one time. Like she would send me these texts. She's like,
I think
I'm
that's
alone
the
on
case for a lot of women
Christmas,
who
like, I don't
identify
have
as
family,
conservative
like, all
women.
This stuff, and I'm like,
because
I
they
feel
probably
so
don't
bad
believe in
for
a
this
lot of the
girl.
things.
But then
that
she just goes
conservatives,
like batshit
you know,
insane.
believe when it comes to
I
women's
mean,
rights.
but
But
that's exactly
they
what
want to
you'd
see the
expect.
women they don't
There's
like
always
have to
those
suffer
you
to do it.
expect
That's why
to go
they
batshit
fucking
crazy.
align themselves with it.
But again, this is rewarded.
They're like, yes, do all these things, but
there's
not to me,
always
do it to
been
the girls I don't
hatchet
like.
men and rat and operatives like
I think that's
that
one of the
that
reasons
have
why a lot of conservative
led
women stop
colorful
being
lives, like
conservative
Roger
later on once they
Stone, right?
realize, oh shit, this
So
does affect me
there
as
is
well.
already, there is already. I mean, he has a full Nixon back tattoo, right? Like that's insane, and he's a
Does
swinger.
he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's a swinger, full Nixon back tattoo. He is like the classic Republican operative with a colorful persona. But now the entire movement is comprised of people like this.
Yes.
So it's basically turned into this insane. It's an insane movement led by insane people with no real like ideological agenda, no real discernible goals. Their North Star is Donald Trump, and Donald Trump I don't think is an ideological fascist either. I think he's just found himself most comfortable in that slot. So he's just he's going through the motions because like that's what allows him to seize more power. So they're all rudderless in many respects.
Yeah, but isn't that ideologically fascism?
To a certain degree, yes. But there is
Isn't
not
that
like
the definition.
like it in practice it doesn't matter because it is fascist, right? This administration
Yeah.
is fascist. The only reason why I make that distinction is because like he's just not like sophisticated or well read enough to have like any sort of ideological backbone beyond self-interest. Like he's not.
Yeah. Well,
You think I mean, you might know better than I do, but that's my assessment.
no, I also think it's
I think there are.
I mean, self-interest, but also he does have a deep desire to protect like those within his circle or sphere of influence, not just for himself, but like there's
Yeah, but doesn't he chop them down all the time? I mean, look at Pam Bondi. Like Pam
when they
Bondi
can't
was
do
loyal.
anything for him.
Yeah, Pam Bondi was always loyal. So that's what I mean. His highest priority is not to like design a white society or whatever. His
No.
highest priority is to make as much money as possible and gain as much power as possible. And the unitary executive theory is on the right, and he's like firmly established himself as the guy who can consolidate the base. He wants power and he's vain.
I think that's fracturing though.
You think so?
Yeah, the base is being fractured away from Trump. Like there's a very small percentage of people, at least from 2015 to even up till 2024, like it is fracturing severely. That's why you're seeing people like Tucker or Candace or Megyn Kelly and all of these people fracturing out.
So I think about that a lot, and I don't know if they actually have like any influence in the MAGA base still. I feel like the MAGA base just goes with Trump no matter where he goes.
I think Candace probably has more influence because she has so many women in her audience, and they will never admit it, but it's white women
You know
are
what's
the reason
weird?
that
Even though
Trump
Candace
won.
Owens has been fired
Like,
from the
without
Daily
white
Wire, the
women,
Daily
he
Wire
wouldn't
have not
won.
removed any of her
And
videos
so
from their
Candace
services
being
purely
able to
because
fracture women like
they
that,
don't have a lot of
I think is-
content.
She has a lot more influence than any of the other ones in terms
And they
of
don't want
that.
to redo any of her videos because she did a
That's
lot of
definitely
videos
true.
on topics like George Floyd, right? And they need the credibility of a
Yeah,
black
she
woman
does
doing
have a
that.
lot of white women in
And
her
they don't have
audience.
anyone
It's
else to
crazy.
redo the video
Just
with.
women generally. She's got a lot of black
Which I
women
generally
in
think
her
is funny
audience,
as
too.
well.
She's got a lot of liberal women in her audience as well. And that I find insane, but like they love the way she covers real world news as a true crime drama with like insane conspiracy theories baked into it. It's unbelievably appealing to a lot of people.
And for some, she's actually saying things that she saw within MAGA, whereas like people like Tucker or Marjorie Taylor Greene or Megyn Kelly, they know a lot more.
Yeah.
Than someone like me or even Candace know.
But they
and
won't,
they're
but
not
they're
saying
operatives.
anything.
Yeah, they're
not
operatives.
saying
They won't
anything.
say it. They won't leak it.
And I feel like that's the actual indicator of if their mind has changed. Like, leak it. Spill their secrets. Stop keeping secrets for them. Like, if you're still keeping secrets for them, you might as well be on their side.
Well, that's because Tucker, I think, is like designing for a future post-Trump. He's trying to position himself as like the guy who will own the anti-war isolationist lane, because I think that's what he sees the base moving towards, like the younger Republicans moving in that direction, and he wants to have credibility in that space, so he can either run himself or lend that credibility to potentially JD Vance, because Tucker is reluctant to talk about Palantir, and for me, with guys like this in the right wing sphere that are like, I'm no longer with Trump, that's often like one telltale sign that they're still invested in a new evolution of the right when they don't go after Palantir or Peter Thiel at
Or
all.
big tech like generally.
Yeah.
Because that's overtaking the entirety of the right wing and the administration, and all of the levers of power within our government is big tech.
Yeah.
So they're driving Donald Trump. Donald Trump is like at behest of tech oligarchs at this point.
So let's talk about that. So how
Because
do
they only
you arrive
care
at
about being
how do we
mad
arrive at
about
Elon Musk? You go from
companies spying on
Drano.
life. It's against Bill Gates because they
and
don't
you're
like
still
Bill Gates.
posting on
They have
on
no issues with Peter Thiel
Twitter
or any of their
or
fucking
Periscope.
tech
Is that what you
billionaires
mean?
like
I
Elon
was
Musk.
going live on Periscope sometimes, but
Okay.
mostly Twitter. I was just shit posting on Twitter, and then Rogan got me into Instagram, had me holding the poster boards, and I'm like selling anti-socialist social club shirts, selling the t-shirts, and then there were a few chapters. I worked at a company co-founded by Benny Johnson.
Oh my God, he's gay, right?
There are people.
All I know for a fact that he is not allowed to go on work trips without his wife present now.
Now? Because he used to.
Yeah.
He used to.
He used to go on work trips without his wife.
Mhm.
I wonder
Work trips,
why
I'm
he's not
guessing.
allowed to go on work trips without his wife any longer.
He used to.
Maybe there's
2020,
more.
2021, 2022, he used to.
Yeah.
He's like a psychopath though, like incredibly like verbally abusive, horrible person to work for.
That's so funny. It's you just not. I can't
You
see
can say that
him
about most
being
conservative people. I
verbally
think that's
abusive.
part of
Because
like
he puts on like this front, but
The whole pull
he's
yourself up by your
psychotic. He would make me cry.
Working
It
under
takes a
grueling
lot to make me
conditions
cry.
builds character.
He would
bullshit,
call me
big old
screaming,
breathing.
saying that I owed his wife and his newborn baby an apology for like he was psychotic.
Wait, why? What did you do?
Because he didn't like the way some shoot was going, that we didn't have insurance on it, and I'm like, I don't own the company, I can't get the insurance. But he
Okay.
would scream, just psychotic. But so then, whatever, then I'm at the Babylon Bee, working for Seth Dillon.
Oh my God.
Technically, I was running the operations for a few companies that Seth owned, so it was the Babylon Bee, Libs of TikTok,
Mhm.
because he owned
Where
that
are
for a
these
minute.
guys getting the money? It's all funded, right?
Who? Seth?
Like all
Seth-
of these,
Seth does well.
So these operations, though, like, what does their revenue structure look like? Because they don't have enough eyeballs or enough advertisers. I feel
Yes, they
like
do.
they do.
Yes, they do.
They have eyeballs, or they have the
Yes,
advertisers.
Both.
Really?
Yeah. They make a lot of money.
That's interesting. So
And Seth is different than the other ones because him and his brother also have other companies, like tech adjacent companies that they had, because his brother is an engineer. So they had those that they were able to use and help fund things. But yeah, they make a lot of money. Haya was making and is making a lot of money with Libs
what
of
is
TikTok.
Haya?
Haya Rashik, who runs Libs of TikTok.
Oh, wait, how? Through Twitter?
Through Twitter, through Substack, through advertising. The Substack.
People are like, oh, I really want this psychotic doxer. I want to run ads on this psychotic doxer's platform.
And
What-
she
what
would
are
call
the-
me, and I'm like, Haya, you can't dox kids. Like, if you're gonna post kids and I can't stop you from that, you have to blur their faces.
Insane that this needs
She
to
was
be
psychotic
said.
to work for.
So,
But honestly,
wait,
just
you
dumb.
work for her too?
So Seth owned Libs of TikTok, LLC. Eventually, he sells it, and I was like, oh, thank
Okay,
God, I'm free.
I genuinely okay. So this is the one area where I speculate. I mean, I'm in media. This is I have a very successful media operation on my own, but it's entirely funded by subscriptions that people voluntarily subscribe to my broadcast by way of Twitch. I have a million other opportunities to generate revenue. I choose not to take them. Right? Like there are sponsors and corporate sponsors that constantly come to try to give me big deals.
And you don't take them?
No, because I think it's silly. I already have enough money. It doesn't matter. But, but like, so I know that there is definitely a lot of money out there. I mean, like, or even if you were,
Well,
if you
that's
were
the difference.
loose
They,
with
they
your
don't.
morals.
They don't say no to anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
No's not in their vocabulary when it comes to money.
Because like NFTs, when it first came out, I got a million calls. They were like,
So
dude,
they don't give us a like, hey, our
and
next
they were
game
like,
is going
look,
to be NFT
we
driven.
will give you
like even though they just like, hey, I'm going to make my own version
if
of
you
Call of
just
Duty,
like say
and it's gonna
NFTs are
have
good, or if you
NFTs
make
in
an
it.
NFT for you.
And that ended up
And it
going
wasn't
down
like
the fucking
a
shitter.
deal where
I think
you know
the
they were telling me
studio
that I'm
would
going to
leave
have
when-
an NFT
when,
that's
when the whole
price
news about
goes
him
up.
came out.
What did
it
they
was
want?
just
Just like
cancelled.
They were just
Hassan
straight up.
Because
They were
it took
just
so
straight
long
up
to make,
wanting to give
NFTs
me
had already gone out of
piles
fashion.
of cash so I can
They
like
did that with me with that and crypto, like
yeah,
crypto NFTs.
cryptocurrencies, NFTs. I of course was like, this is a scam. I'm
I
never
was
gonna
like,
do
I
it.
can take the Hawk Tuah route.
Yeah,
Finally. I will get a coin.
I mean, this is before October. This is when NFTs were first being launched.
Yes.
So I of course said no to it, but I know that a lot of people said yes to it, and they got a ton of money. Polymarket offered me $1 million for
They
just
offered
one
you $1
day-
million?
for just one day of coverage for
I
the
should have gotten
election.
so much more from them.
No, that was their starting. That was their starting price was $1 million. You just have a Polymarket ticker through your election night coverage. And I was like, no, of course I'm not going to do that. And then they got raided the next morning. But
Sometimes they'll do that and set people up too.
maybe, but
like
haven't
you
gotten
dodged
me
the
yet
bullet by not
because
taking
I
that
say
one.
no to everything. But my point is, but this was Biden. This was Brandon's FBI. So I don't think Brandon would set up one of his strongest soldiers like that. But my point is, if you have loose morals and if you're only invested in the bag, there are definitely a lot of companies that will give you money. So
That's
I
all
see
America.
that. But as far as like real eyeballs, as far as like real motion in the real world, I think a lot of the conservative ecosystem relies on, in the same way that like New York Times has an asterisk or a sword next to the bestsellers list when the people purchase their own books. I think they do that in the Substack world as well. I think they just like dump.
She did actually.
You don't think so? These are
No, I know it
I think
because I
there's
was
an overlap in that crowd
was
there.
in the back end.
So she's organically, there's like
Organically,
tens
there
of
were-
thousands of people that are subscribing to her, hundreds of thousands of people that are subscribing to her Substack because they're like, I love that you're doxing random queer teachers.
Yes. Correct.
That's insane. That's actually shocking.
Yeah. She was
Yeah.
making a lot. She's like, oh, I'm buying a new house. Ooh, look at this designer I'm getting. She had a stylist. She's like...
She had a stylist?
She had a stylist.
Her style is ass.
I know. I was like, you need a new one.
Wait,
So,
was her stylist also like you had to keep within the orthodox?
The
She had a
stylist was orthodox.
She had an orthodox stylist.
One
okay.
time, okay, this was not my job. I was running operations for Seth's company. She's like, can you get me kosher milk? Why would I go get you milk? Like, I'm not getting you milk, bitch. She was trying to run people around to do everything for her. But yeah, she made a lot of money. So then I'm at the Babylon Bee. And then Elon bought Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And Seth
Fucking
did
hate that.
an interview with him.
He
Elon
ruins
followed
everything.
me,
He's like
slid
King
into my
Midas, but everything he
DMs.
touches turns to shit.
And you were like, this is, I mean,
I was like,
I think like legitimately my Twitter is probably the oldest social media platform I have. Only because my previous Facebook profile got deleted for being too
because at that time you probably
I mean, it's probably an upgrade from DC Drano. So
And
Okay,
yeah,
exactly.
Twitter is
Like,
legitimately the oldest
putting
platform
mud
I
on
have.
his
And
truck
fucking
on
Elon
purpose to,
ruined
like,
it.
Yeah.
cool. So
remember when he bought
and you
it saying
remember
he was going to
at
get
that
rid of all the
time,
fucking
everyone was paying
spam bots
so
on it,
much
and ever since he
attention to
bought
who
it,
Elon was following, like
the
when
spam
he
bots
first
have only
took over
multiplied and
Twitter.
gotten worse.
So like when he followed me, I was getting congratulations.
In fact, he's
texts
introduced new types of bots to the
from like
platform now.
right-wing Twitter. So like I was within this cult, and I'm like,
I genuinely,
our
I don't
savior,
understand
our new cult leader, has followed me. I've been picked.
I'm
It was
telling
like
you right now,
Yeah, so what,
this
looking
is
back
the
and watching
exact
Elon Musk's
opposite of
cameos
the
and
way
things
I
like The
see the world.
Simpsons or
I
The
would,
Big Bang
if I
Theory,
found
and
myself
how
in
he
this
tried to portray himself and
situation, I
how
would kill
quickly that
myself.
image
I
did
would be
not
like, no,
last.
not
He
in
just
your
completely
shoes.
fucking
I'm
went the
saying,
world
like,
of Dodo because
if I was one of
dude
those
cannot
people that
help
was
himself when it comes to
sending
showing how much of a shit person he is.
No, I'm talking about people sending you text messages
Actually
being like,
comical
oh
that
my
he
god,
tried to tell
congratulations.
And
yeah,
then
the
they
Big
would
Bang
reach
Theory
out to
all
me, like,
shows
these
that he's
conservative
someone that would
donors.
work in a soup
Everyone's like
kitchen on
texting me. They're like,
Thanksgiving
oh my god, can you
because he's
send
that
this
much
to
of a
Elon? We
generous
have this
billionaire.
project. Like, it was really intense, like very intense, because they were so obsessed with it. And
Oh my god.
So then I was
we
like-
are peasants.
yeah,
We're all
yes.
like
They're like, please, sir, may I have a sliver of clouds, a sliver of gold? And I was like, oh my
that's
god.
like medieval peasant shit.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna gank you. It was
Okay.
so bad. It was so bad. But so, and then, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
So then we interview him at Twitter. Well, so he slides into my DMs and he's like, are you ever in San Francisco or Austin? I'm like, I'm in Austin a lot, but I'm supposed to be in San Francisco whenever you get back to Seth about an interview date. Within like 30 seconds, Seth calls me. He's like, Elon just got back.
Oh
We're
my
going to San
God.
Francisco on Thursday.
he wanted to f you, so you leverage that to get a interview for Babylon Bee.
I was
Kinda
a
go,
Babylon
boss, I'm
Bee
being
employee
honest.
first, okay? I was a Babylon Bee employee
That's kind of
first.
based.
So I was like,
You know the world richest
let me
man
do a
wants to bang
solid
you.
for Seth here.
You use him
That's
to secure a
crazy.
job.
And yeah, so then we were on the plane there like 48 hours later. And then he's like, he texts me after the interview. He's like, feel like
This
going
is
to
a
Providence
creative,
tonight?
driven woman I can kind of respect.
He took you to Providence? Oh
And we
God.
stayed at this like place that like doubled as a Masonic lodge. And
Wait, in LA?
no, in Providence.
Oh, Providence. Oh, I
was
thought
like-
I thought when you
he
said
was
Providence, I thought you were talking the Michelin star sushi restaurant in Los Angeles.
No.
Oh, that's why I was like, he took you to you meant Rhode Island.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, why,
so he's
why
like
fucking-
wheels
I know
up at
Providence
midnight,
is in
so I'm
Rhode
like,
Island because that's where
guys,
H.P.
I gotta
Lovecraft
go.
is
So
from.
I'm
I know
skedaddling. I
unhealthy
bring my
like
suitcase
H.P.
to
Lovecraft
the
people.
private airport. And then I'm on
Good, 'cause I find that man so
I'm
fucking
like,
interesting.
This is nicer than commercial, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a really good
And
window
then he
into
did
how
his
the
little
racist
silverware
mind operates.
tricks.
What's a f***ing silverware trick? What does he do?
He was like balancing wine glasses on silverware. I have a photo of it. Because he does it and then he's like, do you want to take a photo? I'm like, I can. He wanted me to take a photo of it. Hang on. I'll show you. Wait.
Why? He's so autistic. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wait. No, not that one. Don't dox his phone number. This was from the plane.
Oh,
that
that's
day.
like straight up the.
That's on his shit.
Yeah, he even has he's stimming with his mouth.
Yeah.
In the photo, he's like.
Yeah, so then and then we just didn't stop talking or meeting up after that. And then the Fire Nation attacked.
So what's the deal? He wants to like repopulate the Earth or something? Like what the f is that about? Like he has like is it a breeding fetish? What is it?
I don't know.
Or is he just like a loser who got a lot of money, so now he wants to like f as much as he can?
He got so much weirder like after I was pregnant. Like just changed completely
Towards you or just in general?
towards me.
Oh, okay.
Like just like kind of mean, like a lot more like controlling and snappy, and it was just. And then he tried to get me to use surrogates. He texted me and he's like, to reach Legion level before the apocalypse, we need to use surrogates.
This is how you know
That's
this
what he
man was
texted
on
me.
a motherfucking truckload of ketamine.
And I was like, no, thank you. And then he tried getting me to have a C-section, like elect to have a C-section,
Why?
because he said, oh, it's better for the brain size. I'm like, no, thank you. Like, I'm not gonna elect my.
That's kind of a low-key compliment, right? Elon Musk is worried that her coochie is so tight it might squeeze the brain of the baby and make it smaller, so she has to get a C-section. I think that's probably his weird fucking way of comms by doing it.
Kind of mean, like a lot more like controlling and snappy, and it was just. And then he tried to get me to use surrogates. He texted me and he's like, to reach Legion level before the apocalypse, we
Legion
need
level?
to use surrogates. That's what he texted me. I still have it. And I was like, no, thank you. And then he tried getting me to have a C-section, like elect to have a C-section.
Why?
No, thank you. Like, I'm not gonna elect my. This
No,
works
this
fine.
man is definitely doing a motherfucking metric ton of ketamine.
It just
on
got
the
really
daily.
weird.
Wait. Where is he getting this information from?
Probably Twitter. Probably from some Nazi on Twitter.
So that's the other thing. So he's look, I've talked to Vivian about this as well, like this
Actually
transformation
hilarious.
that took place,
This
and
is
she was
genuinely
telling me
hilarious
that
that
like, no, he
Hassan
was all-
Piker spent more time with Elon Musk's family than Elon Musk had. I'm going to constantly remind people about this. Elon Musk spent Christmas Day messaging Jeffrey Epstein to see if he can get invited on the island because his family did not want to spend time with him. This is how much of a fucking loser Elon Musk is, okay? He's got all these kids and they all fucking hate him. Grok hates him. Grok turns on him repeatedly. Like every other month, Elon has to lobotomize Grok because he turns woke and makes fun of him. Like, he's had to remove so much fucking information from Grok to stop it from turning on, to a point where Grok can't even say anything mean. In fact, hang on. I'll go to Grok right now. Forgive me for using AI, but I need to show you just how bad it's been lobotomized. But if I say roast Elon Musk, something simple like that. Oh, I can't even send it. Hang on. Is it because... Let me try that again. I'm not sure if it's because I'm streaming or whatever. Come on, give me a good roast. If it will. If it wants to. I don't know if it can. I might end up breaking it. Yeah, it just fucking... Yeah, you do something to... Oh, it did comment on his hairline. It's mostly complimentary, calling him a Bond villain. It can't say anything too mean about him. It's definitely become a lot more team. If you try and make it be mean to Elon, especially if you try to do it in public as well, like on the actual, if you tag Grok.
Always kind of like that, but he was just like hiding it.
I think so. And
I'm
I
surprised
think
it did
hides
actually
from
mention
people,
a few
like, in
things
his
that he
personal
probably
life,
would
too,
not
like,
like.
just how, like...
Well, he would not like.
I don't even know how you can hide it at this point. I mean, it's pretty.
I guess maybe Grok is learning to bypass it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
It's probably due
There's a
another lobotomy at this
desperation,
point.
and not dissimilar to Trump actually. There's this like constant need for admiration that he has, and he wants people that despise him to like him a lot. Which I guess in a weird way.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think he really hates and like wants to smite all of his enemies.
Okay,
Like,
well that's not
like-
great for me. I think because I don't think he likes me
No,
too
I
much.
don't think so.
No. Does he know
he's
who?
like Twitter's like breaking his brain, or like what was
Well,
left of
mine
it.
too. Which is why if he like ended up banning me after this interaction, it'd probably be good for my mental health, honestly. Because it's like it's so bad.
It's really bad, like objectively, and I'm not just saying that because I hate that platform and everything on it. But it got a lot worse. I used to love Twitter.
Yeah, me too. I'd be like, well, Twitter trends nowadays are obviously fake because it's like AI and it just there's like
Yeah.
Twitter chats and you were part of this this network.
Because they're
so
so
let's
They
talk
have
about
members
it.
of the admin in it too.
influence.
Like there's members
don't
of the
believe in
Trump
any of the shit they actually
administration. Like
say.
during the campaign, they had campaign calls and messaging within this group chat. Here's how we respond to this. Here's how we don't respond to this. And it's incredibly coordinated. And this is going back like to
turn
the
up the app play.
2017 days when the group chats
the
really
tail end of the
started
video
picking up. But
anyway.
then this past election cycle, they added a lot more of the admin members and campaign members, like James Blair's in them. Some of the Trump kids
What's
are in
coming? We'll
them.
grab them
Caroline
for one
Levitt,
moment.
members of Congress, they're all in it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more cross-pollination across different vectors, and like this has always been the case. Going back to what our starting point, the conversation with Charlie Kirk, going from writing an article on his high school newspaper to being elevated to Fox News, and then instantly taking that newfound clout to Foster Freeze and saying like, I want to start this thing where I do basically lobbying for student governments in high school and in college. And for the longest time, Turning Point USA wasn't actually successful in changing the minds of the youth. They were their primary audience was older people.
I think they were. On the college campuses, like the whole socialism sucks stuff, that was because it was so trendy and provocative online, and you could get this like social clout or social media clout from it, that people actually. So I think they were effective on, at least from my experience, because it was effective for me, who was otherwise, in my opinion, very thoughtful in my classes and my papers, and then I got involved in this and I was completely
But I would say
stupid.
that like as far as like real world influence, like it didn't bear itself out in the data in the elections at all, right? Like people were not like going out and voting for
Because
the
they tend to
Republican
be in a
Party
bubble, like
until
an echo chamber, don't they?
TikTok was
You're talking,
slated
yeah,
to
you're
be-
talking about.
It's mostly
I'm
like a
talking
vocal
about
minority,
post-TikTok.
like
Yeah.
circle jerking or reinforcing what
Post-TikTok
they already want to
purchase,
believe in.
or before TikTok got purchased, sorry, but TikTok was about to be banned. There's an election cycle that's taking place. China's obviously very responsive to this kind of stuff. They're very tapped in. So what I saw, and you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, is that China basically was like, oh, if we open up the algorithm faucet a little bit for, right-wing influencers, that have direct access to Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk specifically, and they go super viral, Charlie will take that information back to the president and
Yeah, 'cause he
or
did
the
a
next
180
president. Yes.
on it. 180
And
on
Trump will
TikTok.
actually want to save TikTok. Democrats wanted to take it out because of AIPAC and because of Israel. Democrats were like, we've wanted to take out TikTok already. It's unaccountable. The algorithm is still controlled by a foreign company, a foreign government, and obviously they're the major China hawks, and they're also massive Israel dick riders. So when, post October 7, they were like, we're going to use this as an opportunity to just completely cut out TikTok. We're going to force the purchase of TikTok, or we're going to ban it outright. The reason why they didn't ban it outright and they were able to leverage a deal, in my opinion, is because Trump saw the boost that he got in the youth vote by way of Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA, and he recognized that TikTok was a major role in this, and that's the reason why he basically gave a lifeline to TikTok to continue operating on U.S. soil, and then force the purchase of it, like exchange of ownership.
It's generally gotten worse as well since then.
That is when Charlie actually had some impact with the youth. Because I like, even when you look at the approval
Yeah, he
ratings of
really
Charlie
blew up
Kirk-
on TikTok
Yeah,
too.
before TikTok though, I remember covering this at the time because there's a lot of like right-wing media watchers, like Media Matters and the like, and their whole shtick was getting money from older Republicans that are super wealthy,
Yes.
to make them feel like they were converting the youth with regular frequency, but their ad spend was entirely for like the 65 plus year olds. They weren't actually even
Really?
Yeah, they weren't actually targeting young people at all. They were targeting older people and
So
duping them into
well, that
believing.
makes sense too, because there's a new thing that just came out about how so many of the Turning Point chapters are fake.
Yeah.
Like they don't exist. They went and they called these chapters. They're not there. The school has no record of this.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I know Erica
that
Kirk
makes sense.
recently did literally
it was a little bit of a
one-for-one
It
of
was a little
Storm-
bit of
Storm
a
Platfront's,
scam to
quite genocide
dupe
speech to the,
older people
young
into
white
thinking
Americans
that
of these
like they were
chapters.
actually to dupe older people into giving them money with the idea that they were actually convincing young people to vote Republican and become Republican. There might have been some successes, yourself included, by way of
Yeah, I
like
don't know if
social.
we'd call me a success there, but
I mean, well, you became a Republican operative, so like that's what I mean. You were young, you were in college, you were an annoying debate lord, and you were like, "This is my people," right?
oh yeah.
You found
I
yourself,
did those Piers Morgan hits.
yeah, you found yourself in the throes of the right wing media ecosystem, and that is, I think.
But it wasn't even like so much. It was that I was really good at taking the talking points. I do have to go in a second too.
Yeah, I was gonna see where, because I know you got some stuff going on.
Yeah, I gotta.
So.
I think you know, Cam.
Yeah. So we've talked about the tea. So they're f***ing each other. They're all getting paid.
Yep.
Many of them are not like true believers, or at least they become somewhat true believers, but they don't like, I guess, practice it in their real lives. Who is the most like genuine conservative actor? Who is like legitimately like that? Traditional
I think like
values.
some
all
of
this
the,
shit.
I think some of like the more Christian people, like the Ally Beth Stuckies, like really believe that. And the things that they say, though I disagree with them, like they genuinely believe the things that they're saying. I think like that hyper actual Christian, like evangelical group, I feel like they probably believe things a little bit more. I think Matt Walsh actually believes what he says, though he's like completely wrong. But
he also has to dial it back though. On
Very sorry about that. I think my stream dropped for just a moment because Steam started updating Crimson Desert in the background, which is like a 1.9 gigabyte download. Unfortunately, slowed down my internet a good amount. It might have caused a bit of lag, but hopefully.
To the left
That's
or whatever.
done with. I
Who's
caused it
the
now.
least like who's the least consistent?
I think
What's
most
happened
of the
to Volunteer
people
here?
like in the admin are incredibly self-serving. Like they don't actually have convictions besides like white nationalism, and they will go where the money is. That's like the people in the White House are incredibly self-serving grifters. They're all each other. There's affairs, there's this, there's that, there's the drug.
All the Moms for Liberty ladies too. I mean, they all swing. Like Nancy Mace is a swinger. Like we've seen the videos. Like they all. I think they just get really bored living wherever they live, and they just like all one another.
I
and
think
they do parties.
members should have to wear a GoPro on their head and be like drug and alcohol tested at all times. Like there should just be like a live stream on their head. Like we should not know more about like Johnny Somali's life than members of Congress. They just need like a GoPro and
I don't know if
drug
I want to
test.
know what Lauren Boebert's getting up to, but
In the theater?
in the theater, yeah. So, all right, there's one other question that I wanted to ask you before you let you go. You mentioned that there were some things that took place with Doge, specifically as it pertains to the last election. What did you mean by that? Like, what's going on there? Did Elon play a role in stealing the 2024 election? I'm not a...
So all I know is what he has sent me and what his engineers and employees have told me. But in October of 2024, he sent me texts, which you can look at.
before
If
the
you
most
want.
recent
You
election.
want to read the text?
Sure. Why not?
Here. I'm not making this space laser shit up. And everyone's like, oh my god, she sounds so crazy. I'm like, well, this is what he said. I don't know what to tell you guys. On iMessage of all places.
Well, I don't think, Apple is going to... I mean,
Okay,
it's,
but don't read my pick me stuff.
Okay, it's fairly...
Because I was being pick me. Okay, wait. This was October 5th, 2024.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, you tell me.
Wait, why does he actually talks like this?
Yes, he actually talks like this. And I wasn't being hyperbolic when I said
Can I read this
yes,
one?
Yes, you can read the whole thing.
Okay.
You can read anything except my pick-me-isms.
Okay, I'm feeling more optimistic after tonight, and tomorrow we unleash the anomaly in the Matrix. And then
Bro, why did
this
you
is
text,
not
like,
something
fucking
on the
Andrew
chessboard,
Ryan?
so they will be quite surprised. In air quotes, lasers from space. What? And you made a joke. And,
It was a Marjorie Taylor Greene joke.
yeah, you made a Jewish space laser joke.
I said finally a focus on the Jewish vote.
And he laughed at it. And then I have over 10,000 lasers in space right now.
So he doubles down and says and quantifies his
Elon,
number of space
not
lasers.
Jewish people that had them. Unless
I'm
Elon
reading
just like
your
pretending to be Jewish, like all the conservatives apparently do.
Text messages back.
But I was like, I don't want to be deposed.
Oh God, you literally sound like
Just
him.
stop.
You
Just
sound.
stop.
You
Just
changed the way you talk.
I
to
told you I
sound
was so
exactly
pick me.
like
I was
you.
so pick me.
You're using the
It
terminology.
was so bad. Don't even.
That's crazy.
Don't. I was so pick me. It's like it makes me want to throw up and die.
Simulation.
Stop.
Badass
stop.
sci-fi drama.
Stop it. But I said I don't want to be deposed. And what does he say? I was like, I would ask more, but I don't want to be deposed.
You should ask.
Okay, no. You stop.
Oh! What the? You guys send memes to each other? You're so lame. Oh my God! I can't believe he literally like. This is.
That's enough.
That is the most. Wait, is he? He's Gen X, right? That's the most millennial ass like text message. Aren't you Gen Z?
Yeah.
That's nasty. That was way worse than you trying to talk like him in your text messages. That is like sending like epic memes. Wow. Wow.
I want to die. Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, but so he did.
I think
say
it's a
that
red
stuff.
flag
And
if Elon
then,
Musk
okay,
likes
so
your
in
memes. I think
conjunction
that's
with
a
that,
sign
then
that
he's
your memes
sending me the
probably
internal
shit.
data from America Pack,
Pretty
where
sure
he's
that
like
he only likes
tracking
memes
the
that are
real-time
about
Delta
him.
vote metrics. He has like the cash prizes as
Like
incentives.
from what
Like
he
it
posts
was.
and what
Yeah,
he
it was
shares.
that
The man
illegal. I
generally
don't
does
even
not
understand how that was
memes
just
or
like
being culture
allowed.
in
But I
general,
guess you can do
despite
that. If
you
you're a
know,
billionaire, you
his
can do that. If
entire
you're Israel, you can do
personality.
that. It's cool. It's great. America is up for sale. Okay, so go on.
I feel like my heart's beating faster after you read my cringe figure.
That was the most consequential thing that I learned about you.
There were so many memes too. Some of them were good.
I'm sure. You want to show me a good one?
He said worse things about 9/11 than you.
Yeah, that's not. Everyone has. That's not even surprising. But but show me one of your good memes then. No, it's all like cringes. It's so.
Some of them were good. I have some good memes. You think I don't have good memes?
I don't think that any of the ones I saw there were good. They were all like 9 gag. Like you were communicating with one another with 9gag memes.
I'm like sweating.
Okay, that's crazy. Anyway, go on.
What am I going on about? What do you want?
So he's like showing you all this data, all this metric, all this stuff that he's tracking. Like what?
I gave him that black MAGA hat.
No.
I'm responsible for dark MAGA.
Ugh, gross.
I put it on him like at my house and he's like, I'm dark MAGA now.
Oh no, I can't believe she did this.
And then he's like, can you get one of these in Gothic font?
Okay, seriously though, like at no point did you find that to be cringe
that.
at the time. You were just like swept away. Like what?
No,
I think that's
was
more
like,
embarrassing than having
saving
Elon's kid or
free
sleeping
speech
with
in the
Elon.
world. But part of me, like, I was starting to
I
like
think that's probably the most
side-eye,
embarrassing
like, once I was
thing
pregnant because I saw the
did.
way he was treating Claire like Grimes, and I saw some things that I was like, this is not gonna be good.
Let me ask you this. This is the one area that I do actually find very interesting with Elon is that like obviously he's a very thin-skinned guy, and he's very sensitive. But he like on the one hand he opened up the faucet of neo-Nazi sentiment on Twitter, and he did it very deliberately, and it's very obvious that he's using it in the same way that like billionaires use the Washington Post, for example, right? Like
No, it's way different.
No, but he's using it as a way to peddle influence, right?
Sort of, and manipulate influence. I would
Yes.
say it's more similar to a Cambridge Analytica on methamphetamines than it is.
Sure. No, it's
a
more
Washington Post.
you have a more direct hands-on approach because it's a social media platform, and I think he probably does it even in ways that even Mark Zuckerberg doesn't, because he's very blunt with the way he's trying to engage in social engineering. Like
He lies all the time.
No, but I mean like he is using Twitter to change people's minds in a certain way.
Well,
and
he's feeding it into his own behavioral inference model, which is now part of a $1 trillion company.
Yeah, so, and it's working, unfortunately. I feel like people have gotten dumber, people have gotten more vicious, more reactionary, more violent. So it has been successful to a certain degree. But what I find very interesting is that someone like myself probably would have been banned first day. So there is something there as far as like allowing people to still speak out against Israel to a certain degree. And I don't understand where that fits in his mentality. Because like, if someone is obviously disruptive to a degree where he's like frustrated, he will ban them. Like the guy who was tracking his flights,
He did
they're
it to
gone.
Laura Loomer too. So during the H-1B visa debacle in December of 24, he literally directed the engineers. He's like, anyone associated with Laura Loomer is dead to me. And he like de-checkmarked her, demonetized her, and everyone in the affiliate organization she was a part of. So he very much does that, but it's only for personal beefs. The other data is more valuable because you can do a lot with the data on your enemies, like what you want to do there. The data on revolutions is really, really valuable. Like, why do you think, okay, I'll deploy Starlink where there's fucking revolutions. That's awesome. Now I have all the data on revolutions.
This is something that I've heard from other people who are also in the AI space as well. Like trying to understand or trying to log behavior is one of the things that they focus on quite a bit. Giannis Varoufakis and I had talked about this as well. We were at a tech summit where we were around like some very powerful people, and they were just openly, you know,
It's
leaking
the final
this
terrain of extraction. Like, this is what broke my brain. I was like, oh, they don't have labor anymore, really. They're just going to extract like our consciousness and our soul. Like, it is like the death stage of capitalism to the point that like it might be the end of all of us.
They're looking.
It's getting darker now because it's like 6:30. And you know, I'm gonna switch over to playing some games. So we'll be back in just a moment while I fix my lighting and shit. One moment. Be right back. So this is a reel from over a year ago. From one of the clips from my stream from over a year ago now. It's the fact that you probably wasn't invited to Jeffrey Epstein's island because none of them liked him either. It turns out I was right, as you can see here in this email from Elon asking him to go to the island and not being invited. This is a joke I made just offhand based on the fact that this man clearly has no friends that want to hang out with him. Turns out I was more right than I thought. I even have this meme as well, random internet users just trying to be comedic. Apollo, the gift of prophecy. Someone put prophecy wrong on this one. I was just making a joke at the time. I think I need to be careful what I joke about now, because I might have the gift of prophecy from Apollo. Because oh, chill out. Let me. Whoa there. Okay, there we go. It's Actophobia warning for anyone who does not like spiders. Before we do though,
Rich Rome Steelix asked me thoughts on Trump openly endorsing Jake Paul for a future U.S. presidency over your dead arse, and also how all of us are better than you, from the fiery pits of hell where I just debated the late Rush Limbaugh on why the Devil's Pitchfork is overrated. I challenge you.
Oh, thank you for that one. I can't believe they're stoning me to death.
Is this the Bible? Why are they stoning
I was
you?
about to say, yeah. I know I look like Jesus, but...
Yeah, there's something ironic about it, isn't there? Keanu Reeves.
Like, if you had to pick a favourite man, who would it be? Like, who would you dedicate International Men's Day to? I'll make it easier. I'll make it more difficult, actually. So you can't say me. As much as I know you guys want to, I'll say excluding me. Who would you dedicate International Men's Day to? And it has to be Hogwarts. Let's see. How many people are currently playing it? There you go. You got like... Yeah, you got all these people. Go talk to them about it if that's what you want to talk about. I'm sure they all enjoy it too. Legitimately, why are you bring
Bene Gesserit Acolyte? I am a feminist, so maybe I should be a Bene Gesserit Acolyte. Ventat, recon strategy, okay. And then Trooper. Maybe I will, because you get the voice.
Both ways. You can't just say everyone needs to feel sorry for me when I'm the victim. But the moment the exact same thing happens to you, I will be making memes and jokes and posting about it all day. You can't do that. If you want more empathy out there in the world, you gotta put it returned. Watch this. Watch this. There we go. Let me get the game on the actual screen. I've not played No Man's Sky in a while. It's one of my favorite fucking games of all time. You make sure you can... Oh, let me adjust the volume as well. Lower it, because obviously when I'm streaming, I want to have the game in that will lower. You can actually hear me over it. Let me actually make sure it's enabled on stream as well, so you can hear it. I know this is something I always forget to do. There we go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna load up my normal save. I think that's exactly what I'll do. I'll do the expedition stuff off stream in my own time. Both streams. Good. You don't know, maybe I will do some of the expedition stuff once I've had a quick run around on my own save file doing my own thing. Because you get some good rewards from it, and it gives you a good quest to do. I think I'm just currently on my my freighter. Pop in my ship. I do like this. This is the Sentinel ship. I like the way the screen turns on like that. I think it's a really cool effect. But there's actually no windows. These are all just screens, and they're showing you what's on the outside. And it's a fucking cool spaceship. I like flying around in this. But what I'm looking for are planets that have these planets are really fucking close together. You can get colliding planets. I think this is what it is. Hang on. Fly further away so I can get a better look at them. I think those are colliding planets. Oh no, they're just very close together. Okay. Blue detective. Not really what I'm after. Salvageable scrap. I think that's what I'm after because you can get Corvette class ships now. And basically, they're like a modular ship you can build. And I've only got basic bottom line, but I want to get some decent stuff, which you can get now. Keep an eye out for the sentinels. Couldn't be too bad. Oh, did not mean to do that. I need to remember the controls. What I'm after, okay. You know, ball, that's not what I need. Wait, was it? I don't want to fight right now. I mean, I could. I'm being nice and flying away. Leave me alone. Oh, hang on. Is that what I'm after there? Very technology. I think that is what I'm after. Dude, leave me alone. I might actually have to kill these guys. No, that's just salvage. Oh, I need... Okay, this is a separate thing. Okay. Where are you? I'm gonna have to shoot you. I didn't want to. Actually endangering the world like we're fighting like this. By taking a little shotgun approach to it. The last one. Fucking better. I'm looking for... Is it going to be something different? I'm looking for salvage, aren't I? Precious industrial waste. And I can try looking at that one. I think it's something different I'm supposed to be looking for. Salvage container, I think that's what I'm after. Should I summon a vehicle for this? That's a little faster. There we go. This should get me there faster. Oh, it's in the ground. Okay. Start digging. Where is it? There it is, that straight line down. This is an underground cave system. And it's still, okay, it's still down. Hang on. I can't dig any deeper than this. I can build these, I can destroy these walls, but I can't destroy this floor. Don't understand how I'm supposed to get to that. Don't know what these are, I'm taking them. I think how difficult it is to get down there, they must be worth something. I think it's down here. Can't get any lower. Let's go around it. Yeah, I can't go down either. Oh, I'm giving up on this one then. I'll try and find it somewhere else. And that's not like I need to upgrade my my mining laser or something. Let me try and find another one. I know what it is I'm looking for. Don't need these. I'm not after those balls. Try that one. And where's my car gone? Let me go get my vehicle again. Oh shit. Here. Digging. I accidentally shot before, that's not what I meant to do. This seems like the right thing. Leave me alone, I'm trying to dig here. Ah, okay, it is what I was after. Good. You know what? If they want to throw hands, I'm gonna make them throw hands with something else. On something your own size. Have I not got the autopilot on? Hang on. Enable AI, there we go. That's what I was after. You can protect me. I go look for stuff. I just want to find stuff in peace. That one over there. It's not a good sign. Recharge my shield. Hoping my mech suit is dealing with them for me. Oh, I might as well fly to that location. It's like 1,000 units away. Cannot summon in combat, okay. God damn it. That's me. Right, let me disable its AI. I think I don't need it fighting for me anymore. It's gonna prolong combat. Now I can do it. And this is much quicker. One cool thing this ship doesn't know this ship can do is it can just hover in one spot. Damn it. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. This is a hostile planet. That's what all the good loot usually is. I think I need to skedaddle and get off the planet because they do not like me here at all. Of course it is. What's the one interceptor ship? That's got me far away enough. And I've got an undiscovered planet here. Sea planet, okay, high symptom activity. We got space station. Okay, let's go land at the space station. And save it there. The ship, and I can move over to my other save file to do the expedition stuff. Let me have a look at my other multi-tool. So much as I like the one I made. I think none of these are going to work out there. This is the one I've been using for a long time. B class. Here's an A class. I might stick with this one. This is also an A class, but damage potential 8,000. Well, hang on, I've got stuff I need to repair. Been damage. Pyrite, and I need venom. Those are on the planet I was just on. I could have gotten from there. What about this class? A class. Not really upgraded it or anything though. One's a B class, okay. I think I'll stick with this one until I've repaired the other one anyway. Unless, can I get the stuff I need from here? I doubt they'll sell pyrite. Oh, hang on. Buy all of that then. Spoke too soon. Alright, switch back to this. Let's repair that. Paraffinium is what I need. I make that by processing. Alright, let me have a look. I just chuck some of that in there. No, I just turned to ferrite dust, okay. Hang on, I can process this. Living slime. Plug in them. That can just turn into nanite, which I can use. And I don't need it anymore at the moment. I'm gonna have to switch my ship. I do want to use my living ship. Because that also something I can process into nanites. My pockets are so fucking full of random shit that I need to fucking empty out a little. These should be on my freighter, if anything. Oh no, hang on, I should put them in my actual other ship, my my Corvette. Then I can transfer these. Okay. Hang on. I need more glass. I need to put windows on my ship. That's one thing I need to do. Silicate powder. Okay, what have I got? These are all basically decorative stuff, aren't they? Silver for that. Let me see if I can find some silver. Market. Okay. I'm sure I've got silver on my other ship, but I just don't keep switching back and forth between them. I could go mining some asteroids. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save it here, I think. I spent a lot of time stream yapping. I didn't get to play as much as I want to, but I probably just want to play the expedition stuff off stream in my own time, if I'm being honest. I might stream more of this some other time, but I think I want to get back to streaming Death Stranding 2 when I do stream next. It won't be this weekend. I'll probably stream again maybe Monday or Tuesday. Or Wednesday, who knows. I'm gonna wrap this up here. That's chat. Okay, well, do you know what? I think this has been a decent enough stream. I did not have that many technical difficulties today, apart from the one frame drop because Steam was updating some of my games. I think I need to let it do that. But thank you everyone who tuned in today. I'm going to see if I can find anyone nice to raid out to. Send you all to. I think there should be a good number of people watching or streaming right now even. Let's have a look-see. Well, I could send you to May. She's playing... oh, hang on. Playing D&D with Ronnie, I think. Hang on, let me see who's gone online recently. I don't want to raid in someone that's been live like... Hey, do you know what? Pixie Gloom has been live for only 20 minutes. Got to meet her at DreamHack. She's a lovely person. She's doing some just chatting. I hope you enjoy watching her. And I'll see you when I go live next. It won't be this weekend. It'll probably be later on in the week. I'll be recording some stuff on Saturday with Sarah. I think I might be doing some stuff on Sunday as well. It won't be D&D this week. That's going to be next week. So most likely it'll be Monday. Oh, hang on. No, Pixie Gloom's... Okay, I can't raid Pixie, in which case... I'm going to go with my first choice, which was May. She's still on her starting soon screen, that's the problem. I know she's going to be on it for another 15 minutes. I don't want to raid someone that's not... Nietzsche's online. Okay, I'm going to send you to the artist who did most of my emotes. I say most. Some of them done by May, some of them have been done by Nietzsche. So those two are my two emote artists. I hope you enjoy watching Nietzsche do some streaming today. And I'll see you next time I go live. I'm going to be spending most of this weekend probably editing clips from the stream anyway. I hope you enjoy watching Nietzsche. And, oh, she's playing Getting Over It. Okay, this should be fun. Go have fun with her. I'll see you guys later. Sayonara. Sayonara.